And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to South Range. And it is week 2 of the high school playoffs in 2024. The South Range Raiders hosting the Girard Indians. Welcome in to Rominger Stadium, everyone. DJ Yoakley alongside Sam Bellino, and a special guest this evening, the head ball coach, Andy Hake, joins us as we look to week 12, what it holds for all of our teams, but specifically here on YSN. We've got Girard, we've got South Range, a rematch of Week 7. This time, the Raiders play host. Sam, when you look at these two teams, what are your expectations after, South Range pretty much controlled the first game.
Yeah, just looking at the score blindly, Girard puts up, I think, 27 points on South Range in Week 7. I expect some high-flying offense tonight, but the good teams in the area and the good teams that make runs to the state kind of tighten their screws up as they make their playoff run. So we'll see which team tightens up a little bit more. My money would be on the South Range Raiders just because of their prominence and their history. We'll see some offense, but we're gonna see some adjustments from Week 7.
And we bring in the head ball coach, Andy Hake. Coach, you've been in these moments in your lifetime. What are you telling your team before a big game like this?
Hey, it's good to be with you guys. It's a wonderful time of the year. It's the best time of the year. Hey, South Range is like the Valley's team. They have had the tradition on their side, but Girard High School, they love the sports in Girard. There's not many places like Girard High School
Agreed.
in the area. I tell you that much. Here come the Raiders, first of all.
For the last time, Sean Michael Updegraff will bring out that flag here at Rominger Stadium.
Well,
There he is.
There's a special feeling here. Let me tell you something, again, like I was saying. South Range is a favorite. There's no doubt about it. What do we say? 2 teams have won against South Range in this league since they've been in the league.
Yeah.
Unbelievable record. Unbelievable. Dan Yeagley, David Rock, unbelievable coaches, as good as it gets. But Girard High School, I will say this about Girard High School. Home of Nick Cochran, Binky Hake, Stan Watcher. It just is a very proud place of wonderful history, of wonderful players. They love their sports like none other, Girard High School. They're going to play. They probably scored as many points against South Range as anybody all year. 27?
Probably pretty
Between
close.
between them and Poland, yeah. Poland, I
Okay,
think.
let me tell you something. Girard's not going to back down. South Range is going to have to beat him to death, and that's what we're going to get tonight. Can South Range beat him to death?
To play as a team twice in one season.
It's very difficult, and usually it's either closer, much closer, or much farther away.
Yeah.
So you're going to get one of those things. I'm going to tell you what, either Girard's going to keep this game close or they're going to get beat down. It's going to be, because that's what history tells us. When you play somebody twice, it's either a lot worse or a lot closer. So Girard High School is going to have to play their tails off. I will say this, Girard High School has had a veteran staff. They've been with the kids for a long time. They really care about sports over there. They love football. I'm next to it. I live in Mineral Ridge.
Sure.
Girard really loves their sports. So they're going to have to play with all their might. And I do believe this. Girard's coming to play football here tonight. They're not coming here to back down. Saying that, South Range is the favorite. There's no doubt about it.
We've seen Girard in state championship scenarios.
Yes.
If they were to beat South Range tonight, where would this rank on their poster board?
Forget that stuff. You know what? You go game. I've been in these playoff games. You go game by game, week by week. Don't think about the big picture. Take it game by game, because if you don't, you're going to get whooped.
Yep.
You're going to get snuck up on. They prepared this week like they're playing Armageddon. Don't think Girard hasn't done that. Now, saying that, South Range is who they are. They're like the Valley's team. They're like a traditions team. I played them many times. They're always well prepared. And Dave Rock regime is a continuation of the Dan Yeagley regime. It's a very methodical, prepared approach. Great coaching, great tradition, great kids, great community. Girard has their hands full tonight. But if there's a team in the area that can compete with them, it is the Indians.
Here we go. Kickoff to the left side. A little bit of trouble. Ball's on the ground. South Range says they have it.
Girard.
And Girard's going to come up with it. Every arm in the North Lima area was pointing towards the band show.
It's kind of echo what Coach Hake's talking about. These two staffs, these are two of the better staffs in probably our area. And they between the two of these teams, the last 5, 6, 7 years, they've played a lot of playoff games. So both these teams are going to look prepared. They're going to come out playing their best football.
Girard starts this thing off. And are we going to see a false start right away?
The Indians pointing at the Raiders. The Raiders pointing at the Indians.
Just like the old days, right?
Yeah. It's like that Spider-Man meme.
Yep.
They're pointing at each other.
See if the officials sort this one out. Dominic Talone, your quarterback for Girard. Split the Raiders for some points the first time around. And it will be against the Raiders. So
I recognize a lot of these numbers from last year doing this with
Yep.
you. Let me tell you something. I recognize a lot of these numbers from last year. Girard's going to have to play their tails off.
Josiah Hunter, their featured tailback, who's garnered a lot of attention for good reason. Young man is so athletic. Talone calls for it. They're going to go to Hunter. And the Raiders swarm to the football.
They're in a 4-2 nickel, I see, South Ranges, but they send the outside linebacker to the field.
Luke Starkey on the tackle.
They pinch with the ends. They weren't having any of it.
2-yard loss on the carry.
Who's number 34?
That's Aiden Dominguez.
Aiden started the year as a stand-up DN. Looks like he's playing a little bit of the linebacker
Back into a
position
4-3 here now. Stand-up end to the short side of the field.
Talone motions man across his face, looking. Drop back, 3-step drop, fires over. Near side, almost picked off. My goodness.
Collier Dixon makes the catch.
What a great grab.
Senior, 6 foot 175. That's a beautiful blast. They ran out switch. Slots runs outs, and the outside guys run goes. And they hit oh man, that was touch and go.
Yeah, Collier Dixon, first team NE8. So
is he?
Yeah.
Makes sense. That was a heck of a catch. 4-2 nickel again.
Trips on the right side for Talone. Calls for it. They're going to go handoff up the middle. That should be enough for the first down, and it is. So Girard will move the chains on their first possession.
If Girard has any chance in this game, they have, you know what? When you're calling a game in a big game, it's about first downs. Don't try to call like a normal, like I'm going to get big plays off this. Hey, that's neat. That sounds cute. You need first downs. If you don't get first downs, your drive ends, and the better team gets the ball.
Same look, trips to the right side. Talone going to throw it again, fires, and
first down, he caught it.
Nice catch.
Number 10, Nick Rafferty.
He's another all-conference guy, second team, but he was voted second team all-conference, so the coaches in the conference are giving these guys their accolades. Girard notoriously has athletes year in and year out.
I said at the beginning, man, hey, man, if there's a team that's not going to back down to these guys, it's the Indians. They love sports in Girard, and they love football. It's a football town. They're junkies.
Talone has trips to the right again. They're going to go, fake handoff, play action, out to the right side. That is caught down the sideline, 40, 30, cuts back in, 35, down to the 25, and still pushing down to that 20, towards that 20-yard line. He's going to be shy of it, but what a play, what a strategy here for the first 10 plays for Girard.
As beautiful as that play was, South Range kids ran 30 yards down the field and gang tackled him. There wasn't one kid left down at the 40-yard line. They ran all the way down to the 22-yard line to tackle him, the whole gang. That's really something.
Yeah,
that's really something.
Coach, we've seen that all year, man. This program, the South Range, they're just a machine. And you see a lot of things from up here from a program standpoint that just tells you how good of a program they are. Not just a football team, but a program.
And Sam, you know, you're a great coach, man. You understand when guys run 30 yards down the field to make a tackle, that's incredible.
Talone going to try to take it himself. Has a blocker out front. Raiders eventually rip him down in about the 16, 17-yard line.
The one thing Girard, year in and year out, they always have a quarterback who can toss the rock, but is a threat on their feet. You know, you go back to Mark Wade, yeah. Just for the last 20, 30 years, man, Girard has just pumped out good quarterbacks, good athletes.
Well, they've got a good quarterback teaching them.
And Nick's as good as anybody. Nick's as good as anybody coaching quarterbacks.
Talone gonna look to throw again. Wrapped up, leaves it short. That was a dangerous pass by Talone. Falls incomplete, and will bring up third down for the Indians.
Coach, you're South Range's defensive coordinator right here. You got 3rd and 5. I don't believe the kicker for Girard has a great leg. I think he's 1 for 3 on the year. As a defense coordinator for South Range, you dialing up some kind of pressure?
Well, it's 2-down territory. It's 2-down territory. South Range is all around the ball, line of scrimmage right now. They have, 6, 7, 8 guys around line of scrimmage.
We call that cover 0, Coach?
I like it. I know with my city dudes, I like that. But you know what? They are. They're staying true to it, too. They're not playing.
Talone calls for it. Drops back, rolls out to his right, fires it away to stay safe and to live to fight another day.
There'll be a penalty.
There is a penalty.
Yeah, there's nobody in the area there.
There he is.
And the Raider faithful want that flag. They get that flag, and it should be and will be intentional grounding on the Indians.
The best thing to do in that situation is pick a guy pre-snap, send him on a skinny post, and throw it up. I know it's one-on-one. It's what you saw with Alabama and Georgia. You just see these. Hey, when it's one-on-one, throw it up to your dude. Put it up high and let your dude go try to make a catch. Because if you're holding it more than 3 seconds, you're doomed. He didn't even get it for a second and a half.
Yeah, I'm not sure he even set up.
My dude got it, and
look at all the yardage lost.
It looked
on
like
this.
the southern border. Everybody was welcome. I mean, I couldn't believe that. Everybody came through. So you got to get it, take a step back, and just throw it up nice and high. Pick your receiver. Everybody's on hitches except the guy you point to.
So now it's 4th and forever. 4th and 23 officially.
What do you got in the playbook here? You don't have many plays for 4th and 23.
Skinny post.
Punt.
You know what? Hey.
A little quick
he
kick.
might do it right now.
Talone opting for the air, looking downfield, has to make a choice, sends it deep downfield. He's got a man, and it is picked off in the end zone, so it'll cost the Raiders actually some yardage. But it was a turnover to South Range, and Girard comes up empty, which is big for this Raiders, Ben, but don't break defense.
Who's number 31?
That is Jimmy Powell.
Hey, Jimmy Powell made a nice break on the ball when the ball was thrown because there was a guy that was open. He just hung it up a little bit, but, I mean.
Coach, we watched.
I would have told him 10 out of 10 times. Nice pass. The guy made a break on the ball.
Fairless last week, they made it a point to target Jimmy Powell. Jimmy Powell came up with a big pick last week. I'm not sure what they're seeing on tape against Jimmy Powell because Jimmy Powell's a heck of a defensive back.
They come out tight trips, bunch trips. You
Tristan
run toss. There it is,
yep.
Toss.
You get it to Dominguez, cuts back and goes against the grain.
Wow.
And goes into the tribe of Indians there
They
at the
come out
20-yard
in
line.
that tight trips, that tight bunch trips, and he's ran a quick toss that way. I see that a lot, man. When someone tries to get, when someone's trying to get the edge on you or trying to outflank you, they come out in that tight bunch trips. I'm sure South Range has something off of it. Oh, here they are. Tight end wing, twins to the other side. They're going to run buck sweeper belly. Buck sweeper belly. Here it comes.
Toy calls
Buck
for
sweep.
it. Handoff inside. Some running room. Not a whole lot to gain there. A yard, maybe 2.
It's a beautiful formation because you give them tight end wing, and that's your power run set. But your twins to the other set, your safety got to go over there, pull out the outside linebacker. A lot of times you have less guys at the point of attack at the tight end wing. They down with the tackle, the tight end, the wing, pull the front side guard, lead through with the backside guard. You have so many guys at the point of attack, and that's what South Range lives on. They try to outflank you.
It's so tough to defend. We've seen it
Oh,
for years.
my God. I'm sure you saw that all year. Look at the skinny post down here if he can get inside.
3rd and 9 for the Raiders. Toy, the senior, calls for it. Gets it.
Nick
Drops back,
Rafferty's going
fires
to be one-on-one.
as a man, and it is brought in.
Nope, he dropped it.
Oh, incomplete, but a flag comes
When
in.
the play started, I pointed down there. Nick Rafferty, number 10. He's one-on-one with number 88.
Tommy Titus.
The safety's on the other side. You get that one-on-one coverage. Take a chance, throw it to him. He threw that fade down the sidelines. They're going to call pass interference on Girard. Nick Rafferty had tight coverage there, though.
Titus, just a freshman, part of this next evolution of Raider football.
That's a tough call.
Gets a start tonight for Nate Lewis, who's out with a lower body injury.
Tight end wing down here, the short side of the field, twins to the top of the field. Girard's going. Hey, I like this, what Girard's doing. We're selling out. Look at them. They're selling out. They're going to sell out. Oh, they're giving the tight end.
Toy going to take it. Had the RPO. He's going to go to the left side, trying to find some room. Still on his feet. Tiptoes to the front stick, it looked like. See where they mark him out. Right at that lead stick.
I like what Girard's doing.
First down.
They're going man across the board and saying, hey, we can't play games with a safety high.
Yeah, they need to keep somebody home for that pull with Toy, though.
Yeah, you're right.
And South Range has shown the true RPO to the twin side. If Girard decides to, and they're not going to back off. I like you said, Coach, I like what we're seeing defensively from Girard.
Toy brings it back up to his right hip pocket. He's going to roll out right.
Option,
Looking option. Here we go. Dominguez with some room over the 50. Tiptoes the sideline and eventually knocked out of bounds.
Man, South Range got a powerful line. You can see when the ball snapped, they drive. They're getting 3 or 4 yards right off the ball with the line pushing Girard. Girard's real fast, though. They're playing over the top.
And they're not the biggest either, Coach. They're one of the size-wise.
They're 4th down lineman set.
2 receivers off to the left. Toy
They're in a 4-2 nickel.
moves his back up to the left side this time. Tristan calls for it. Fakes the handoff.
Waggle
Looking left.
pass.
Fires. Has a man. And it's brought in shy of the 40-yard line. And they're going to keep that clock a-rolling. No, they're going to pause it for the chain movement.
This is what Girard wants to do, though. Make him nickel and dime all the way down the field. Try to get a holding call. Try to get a turnover. Make them drive the field. Don't give up a big play. You give up a big play, that's like something else. Twins to the field. Tight end wing to the boundary. Motioning with that wing. Now it's trips.
Combs was
Sprint
in
out.
motion. Here comes
Quick
Toy.
pass.
Fires over, and nobody home there. Just overthrew his receiver. Intended for Titus. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
88 must be a heck of a receiver.
First start in his history here.
Who, 88?
Yep.
It's a freshman, Coach.
88's a freshman.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Tommy Titus.
I need a couple Tommy Tituses with me. Is 88 really his first
He is.
start?
Yep, his first start in his.
Who's banged up?
Nate Lewis, senior.
He get dinged up last week?
It's a good question. Man in motion. Raiders go a little bit of a counter. It's Dominguez, 30, 20, 10, and pay dirt. Reservations for 6. Aiden Dominguez.
There's your big play, Coach.
Man, oh man. A little fake jet to the twin side, come back, run Dominguez. He's bigger than I remember him as last year, too. Big dude.
Big dude, and he don't shy away from contact.
Oh, my gosh. Look like Bo Jackson running down the sidelines.
Tommy Valentine, the snap.
Big
It'll
hole, though, big hole.
Jimmy Powell to hold, and it'll be Luke Starkey.
What'd they just run? Power? They faked a jet run power?
I don't think they pulled anybody, Coach. I think it was just his zone.
Jeez, oh, man.
Starkey lines it up, steps it off. Powell will wait for the snap. Valentine obliges. Kick is up and true. So, with 5:53 to go in the first, it's South Range striking first, 7-0 over Girard. We'll be right back on YSN. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Oakley, Sam Bellino, Andy Hake with you. 7-0 South Range. Just under 6 minutes to go. Raiders take 2 minutes and 15 seconds off the scoreboard. Add 7 points to it, and it was a 40-yard touchdown by Aiden Dominguez.
Like nobody was blocked on that. They just came flying down there. 4 guys at the point of contact at the 28-yard line. You know, that's one thing with great teams, man. They have great special teams, man. You know, when you have a great team, you have great special teams. There's no doubt about it.
We've seen 4 or 5 40-yard field goals from South Range this year.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh, man.
A couple block punts for touchdowns.
That's the big.
I mean, they win all 3 phases of the game, week in and week out.
So Girard will start their second offensive possession. First one kind of sputtered out around the Raiders' 20-yard line.
And these guys can go, too.
They're going to go handoff right side. Some yardage there. Look like Hunter. Oh,
They've got the roster
they have it
backwards,
flipped.
yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Hunter was first team all-conference, too. So we can talk about all these athletes for Girard, nominated for all-conference. A couple linemen on the second team all-conference. So This is a team that we weren't sure what we were going to see with a couple guys leaving the program, going to different programs, graduating some guys, some guys that put up some big numbers the last few years. But again, they just recycle athletes, especially quarterbacks. And they've got a freshman kind of next in the wings too.
Talone going to sling. Oh, my goodness. Jailbreak blitz. The Raiders got through, and Talone paid the price.
Hey, Asher Moorfield there, number 37 for South Range, kind of finishes off. Who was that with the ball? Talone that time?
That was Talone.
South Range has so much heat in the middle. It's almost like the best thing to do to them is screen. I say that, and then they screen them, and they get
they're just so well coached.
Stoned. I don't know. I guess when you look at great teams like Marion Local and Kirtland, and maybe South Range has that makeup this year. I don't know. No one's beating them.
Talone takes the shotgun snap, steps up, trying to avoid trouble, throws it, and that pass is broken up, incomplete.
Michael Collier-Dixon was the target on the outside.
They ran kind of a version of a smash concept there. He had the comeback to the sideline on his own sideline. Whoever was the ex-receiver out there was kind of standing by himself.
It's just so tough because you know what? There's so much penetration, even by the down linemen. Guys are in your face.
Right.
The pocket collapses. You got to step up and get rid of it.
For sure. The game's really fast for some guys, too, at high school. The high school
South
level.
Range's line, and I haven't seen them live yet, but holy cow.
So it'll bring up 4th down for Girard.
Girard was 8-2 this year, weren't they? Girard's 8-2, aren't they?
Were they? That's a good question. You can look at the standings page on ysnlive.com. I obviously have not in a while. This one is picked
up.
up.
That thing clean.
Coach, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to like special teams. I know you talked about it. I've been gushing. You can ask DJ. I've been gushing about the punt return for South Range. This kid, he'll run up 20 yards to fair catch a ball with all kinds of traffic. And I know you appreciate a guy who's going to save you those yards, who's going to come up and catch a punt.
Well, you win special teams in big games, and you're talking about field position. You're talking about getting first downs. Girard didn't get a first down right there. The clock didn't run. The homies that have the muscles got the ball back where they get it back midfield. You start talking about these things, and you say, oh, man, this ain't good for Girard. I mean, South Range can now play. Look at this. Are they going to go toss left at the top of the field?
Are they going to run what they have off of it?
Here it is.
Toy calls for it.
Oh, coming back
They'll
to
go
the weak
hand off.
side.
Dominguez bouncing off bodies, trying to get to that 50, and they're going to mark him down right at midfield. 2-yard gain.
It's just really tough. Girard has the ball. They don't get a first down. They got to punt immediately. Time doesn't come off the clock. They throw the ball a few times. The Bullies get the ball back. Where do they get it back? At the 50-yard line. So it's like you're telling your kids, hey, man, how do we win this game? We got to control the ball a little bit. We got to get first downs. Don't even worry about touchdowns. Get first downs. But when you're not able to do that, the Bullies get the ball back at the 50-yard line. It's just tough. It really is.
Toy with a man in motion. Waits patiently. Fakes the handoff, goes over the top. He's got a man, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Combs, incomplete.
He had him. He just had to throw
Ran
a
that
little bit.
wheel route. The outside guy ran a skinny post. He ran right behind him on that wheel route, but to the short side of the field. Little play action fake through it. Little miscommunication with, it's timing. Hey, man, I'm getting rushed. In practice, that thing's a touchdown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get to hold the ball a little bit longer.
I'm getting text messages. We should bring you guys to Myrtle Beach.
For what?
Do some softball and baseball announcing this spring.
I could talk baseball.
We'll
figure it out. We can talk. We'd like to talk.
The country loves baseball, folks. Trips to the top of the screen. One-on-one. Rafferty's getting that one-on-one again.
Oh, look at Toy stepping out of danger. Right side. He's going to have the first down and more. 40-yard line. Puts his shoulder down. And then he signals first down. He's pumped up.
And we talked about Girard having a quarterback who can pull it and run. I mean, that's your NE8 co-conference player of the year right there.
That's a big play because it was 3rd and 9. Girard had a chance to get the ball back.
You got to get off the field. As a defensive coach.
I know. Now you're going back to tight end wing to the boundary. Twins to the top of the field. They're going to run belly. See, I don't just. I like this timeout. I like it.
Don't let the momentum.
You got to talk to your dudes, man. Hey, we're fighting like hell. We got to get off the field on 3rd and long. You give your guys a little bit of a blow.
Let's take a quick break. Let's take a blow ourselves. We're on. Here we are back first quarter, 7-0 South Range. 2 to the left for Toy on first down after the Girard timeout. They go
Buck.
handoff.
They run Buck.
And once again, it's Aiden Dominguez.
It looks like they can run that play. Here's one thing I'm going to say about South Range. I grew up in Middle Ridge in the ICL. We played South Range every year.
Yeah.
They were bullies. And they were always good. Listen, folks, they were always good. Then they go to this 2-tier thing. What is it? And the MVAC, upper tier, lower tier. And they're always good. They're always good.
Well, Coach, they would always run into.
There's Buck, and here they go.
Handoff, some change of pace.
A little jet.
Inside 30-yard line down to the 25.
But then they get into this new conference. And I played him at reserve when we were at reserve, and we played him, and I said, hey, man, these guys are, oh, man. These guys, non-league, I said, hey, play these guys. Why? Because if we lose to them, at least we get to play somebody who's really tough, and you know you stand. They come in this league. Again, they're twins at the top, tight end wing to the boundary. Here they go, speed option.
Here's that was Toy. Toy flips it over, near side, and out of bounds.
They get into this league of the NE8, and all I hear is these schools. How could they ever play Poland? How could they play Hubbard and Struthers and Girard? And I even thought to myself, like, man, maybe they bit off more than they can chew. I mean, I don't know. They're the small school of Division 5. Mm-hmm. These schools are historically
D3, D4.
These are rough teams, man. This is the old MAC conference.
Toy going to take it up the middle, straight through the defense, and up over the 5-yard line goes the quarterback, Tristan Toy.
And from the jump, they don't even beat these teams. They're murking them. They're dog walking them. And these are like the Valley's premier teams.
Yep.
Yeah, you're talking about the top teams from the TAC 8.
Poland and Hubbard and Girard and
Mac,
Struthers. Yep. And you could go on and on about these teams and the rivalries that they've had through the years and the great games and the championships.
Toy gets a snap, hands off. Dominguez pushing down near the goal line. He's going to be marked short.
I mean, I grew up Middle Ridge, and you know how many times Girard has played McDonald in the history? 0.
Not met. Yeah.
Really?
They've never played each. They're
Neighbors.
separated by a bridge.
Neighbors.
They're separated by a bridge. And growing up, McDonald and South Range were the best 2 teams in the ICL in the 90s. They're the best 2 teams. And Girard's never played McDonald. So I thought, McDonald's a lot like South Range.
Raiders from the 2. Toy calls for it. He's going to take it himself, tries to find a crack. He just bowls over the defense. Offensive line is having a night, and the Raiders go up 2 scores.
It's amazing to me. It's slack-jawing to me how South Range bullies these teams. And Girard, to me, is one of the more historically Trumbull County, love sports. They play you till the last dog's hung. When you talk about history and football in Trumbull County, Girard's like a team that pops up and says, hey, man, this team loves playing football. And it's just unbelievable. It's year in, year out with South Range. It's year in, year out. I don't look on the sidelines and see like 80 guys either.
Free kick as the penalties come in.
It's tradition, it's coaching, it's a community that backs a team. It's a team that plays like hell for the community. It's the truth. It's what it is.
Right.
They really care. I watched a quarter, not even a quarter of football South Range this year live. They're gonna win the region. Unless
they've got a tough road ahead.
I've watched enough, folks. Unless Girard really pulls out a humdinger. And I think Girard's one of the better teams in the region that'll fight him. Because Girard has spirit in his history, and they're not going to back down.
They're familiar with South Range.
Great coaches. They got great coaches, man, over there. There's no doubt about it. They got great coaches.
So the
Pearson's a hell of a coach, man.
offsides, the Raiders will do it again from a yard closer, perhaps. Doesn't look that way, but
No, they declined it to give Starkey his space. He doesn't need the extra yard if you're going to kick it.
14-0. The Raiders with less than a minute to go here in quarter number one. Back after this here on YSN. Back we come. Kick is to the 15-yard line. Girard will try to find some decent field position, shaking and baking on that right side. Raiders eventually find the football and surround it at the 26.
They ran down their lanes, they stayed in their lanes, and they closed on the ball.
In football, okay, we've talked about this a lot. Discipline. How much goes into winning football games with just discipline alone?
High school football?
Yeah.
High school
All
football?
of
Yep.
It's, you know what it is? Are you coachable? Are you being a good teammate? Do you have a heroic sense of belonging? And I know that sounds like funny, but do you have because a heroic sense of belonging makes you play the way these guys are playing. There's not 280-pound guys out there. They're playing with a heroic sense of belonging. I'm actually slack-jawed at watching them. They're like this year in, year out, but they're playing so hard and so fast at this point of the game.
Talone going to hand off to Hunter, it looks like. Hunter leans
They're canceling
forward.
their gaps right there, you can see. Every man has their responsibility. They're canceling their gaps. And how are they doing it? Well, they're doing it because they're playing hard, and I'm sure there's good kids that go to school there that play hard. But they're doing it with a heroic sense of belonging, where kids are playing above themselves.
Well, that heroic sense of belonging has them out with a 14-point lead as the first quarter comes to a close. We will step aside. Second quarter coming to you right after this, after a break, right here on your Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter, South Range 14, Girard 0, DJ Oakley, Andy Hake, Sam Bellino with you. What a ride it's been one quarter in. Pretty impressive if you're a South Range fan. But Talone,
I like that.
good
I like
pass.
that. Little underneath
Shakes
pass.
off of it to the 40-yard line, cuts in. Nice play.
Alan Hess Cardona Jr., 6'2", 220. I like that. Little underneath. They give him trips to the field. They drive that guy across the field on a shallow a cross route. I call that a Buckeye route. Buckeyes run that all the time, that shallow route. And that's a first down. Critical that Girard has a little drive here right now.
Now, Coach, when you're seeing trips on the other side, do you have automatics to trips defensively? Or do you stick in a defense that you've called?
It just depends on the situation, what it is that week. What do they do? Oh, geez.
Talone going to take it himself.
Are they passing? Are they run heavy? Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Playing Girard, they're pretty they're pass, they're run. I think a lot of teams want to go zone one way, man the other.
Exactly. That's what I was going to ask you. When you clear out the man side with the guy from the trips,
yes,
kind of
that's
opens
a
up the
great
field.
move. That's a great move. I'm gonna second and short. Does Girard go for their throat and say it's 2 down toward it? I think they're gonna try to run it here, huh?
They check with the sideline. Talone options off that left side, and nice push through. First down and more over the 40-yard line.
Is that Hess? Who's the running back there?
That's Hunter.
Josiah Hunter.
Jeez, oh man. He's a speedy guy. You can see that on that play. A little pitch to him.
Lots of weapons, that young man.
I know Cochran loves running speed options.
Yes, he does. Away from trips. You go man away from trips, and,
Dude,
and they
he's gonna
run.
run speed option.
Yeah.
And he's going to coach it from day one, and he's great at it.
And they like back out of the backfield, too, to the short field, to the boundary.
Yep. It's a great play. It's great matchups.
Yes.
Here comes the blitz.
Yeah, Hunter's out of the game.
I like what Girard's doing. They're making a call.
Yeah, this is interesting.
No, I like what Girard's doing. They're making a call, then they look over to the sideline. South Range is showing their hand, and they bounce out of it.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. This one brought to you by Balleria. Back we come, second quarter. 14-0 South Range. Girard on the move here, gentlemen. First and 10 for the Indians. Inside the 40-yard line. Talone looks to, he's scrambling to his right, trying to find somebody downfield for his life. Ball is lost and out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. And Talone's trying to say he passed that. I don't think that I would go with that.
He's still got to get it to the line of scrimmage.
He fumbled it. right?
Sure looked like a fumble, but Talone was saying he passed it, and if that's the case, it would be a penalty. So I'd actually side with he lost the football.
Well, he took 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. If you don't get rid of it, the world is collapsing on you.
Now the officials are talking about it because I think Talone actually pleaded his case.
Coach, do we not,
They're
when
gonna
we're
say he
throwing
was
it away,
down.
do you got to get it to the line of scrimmage?
You know what? I'm glad that they didn't call it. Let's keep this a ball game.
Second
Keep it a
down
ball
and
game.
14. Talone
Jeez.
going to throw. Fires. Has a man. It's caught and turned up 20 to the 12-yard line.
Man, Michael Collier-Dixon's quick. Catches like a 12-yard hook route.
And we've got a down Raider.
And let me tell you something. The quarterback took 3 steps and fired that ball.
Yeah, that was a hose.
That, you know what? Girard has to be – those are the plays Girard has to make to hang in there. They got to throw it downfield, those 12 to 15-yard passes down the field. I know you can nickel and dime down the field and try to get first downs, but those are big plays, man. That's a big play right now.
Huge for Girard. I mean, how big is it if they can work their way into the end zone and cut this lead in half?
Well, they scored here. We got a ball game. And I told you before this drive, if they don't get a first down, they go 3 and out. This could be Katie by the barn. But Girard has decided they're not going to go quietly into the night here in November. They're going to fight like heck. And
Luke Starkey was the injured Raider, makes his way off into the sidelines under his own power. That is a huge deal that he did that. You lose 55, you're in trouble.
that's QB.
Luke Starkey. That's the versatile, probably the best offensive lineman who was a ball carrier, skill player last.
Yep. Little screen.
Fired. And the Raiders all over it
Man,
defensively.
if that D lineman wasn't there, dude would have got loose. That was a one player. That was the one player that made that play.
That's one guy doing his job.
Oh, my God. I like screens against them because they're coming like
They're
heck.
aggressive. Yeah, they're
They
aggressive.
are so aggressive. Screen them all over the place. Screen them inside, screen them outside.
And Girard has that. They got their jailbreak screens, their bubble screens.
Bro, I love those. I call them Spider-Man, Batman, Thor. We use those as
Hey, your
all-
screen package.
It's all superheroes,
Yeah.
man. Spider-Man's outside, Batman's back, Thor's a tight end.
There's a lot of people jotting down notes right now.
Yeah, I'm a dummy. I'm lucky.
Split out, and I don't know what that was supposed to be, but it didn't go far. And it's Andrew Bryan, I believe.
He knew what it was supposed to be.
He's a down lineman.
Yep.
Yeah, he's one of their interior
5'10",
guys.
195 senior.
Just gritty.
Homie went
Gritty
after
guys.
him immediately. 3rd and 15.
Bryan kind of fired himself up there. 3rd, and you're right, 15.
2 sticks makes this interesting because if you don't get any yards here, you do have the wind with you for a field goal, but a field goal doesn't do it for you. You can't stay in a game against South Range kicking field goals.
Come back to the boundary.
Looking left. Pocket collapsing all around. Talone steps up, looking, still firing towards the end zone. This one's caught. Touchdown, Girard.
Guys are banged up all over the field here. 78 for Girard.
A 16-yard
Jordan
strike.
Feder. He got himself up, so did number 3.
Wow. Dominic Talone created that play.
Awesome play, bro. Man, that was a heroic.
Created it all with his legs. Got out of trouble and
Drop back, scrambled, found a dude.
Wow.
Hey, I told you beginning of the game at least this. Girard loves football. They love sports. They're going to play gritty to the end.
Kick is up, and it is good.
Home
So
of heroes. It's the home of heroes. A lot of heroes from Girard. They're going to play South Range. Very gritty. It's a beautiful, beautiful drive. That was a beautiful drive to answer a 14-0 beatdown.
9:18 to go in the second quarter. It's South Range 14, Girard 7. Back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 9:18 to go. 14-7 South Range here in the second quarter. DJ Oakley, Andy Hake, and Sam Bellino here in the booth, and our sideline reporter, the award-winning Kelly Yeagley.
We love Kelly. That I can tell you.
Great woman. Great woman.
Just got punched in the ribs.
You got everything you deserved.
This is booted away.
I like this little side sky kick.
Fielded at the 27th, some running room, and the Raiders bring it up over to about the 37, 38-yard line.
Huge drive in this game right here. Girard with a beautiful answer. It's 14-0. They drive down the field, hit big plays, Coach, big plays, and now they're going to have to make a stop.
Yeah, momentum's a huge thing in high school football, too, as you know, Coach. So if they can get off the field here, get a 3-and-out, get the football, we've got a different ball game on our hands. Got to get off the field, though. Win first down, get a stop on second down.
That's the big thing, win first down. You pack the box on first down. Here it is, trips to the field. Little bunch set again. They gonna run that toss again.
Toy calls
Counter.
for it, gets it, handoff Dominguez. Dominguez runs into the white and black wall.
Tell you what, Girard's doing a heck of a job defending the inside run.
Yeah, they are.
South Range has been able to hit the edge a little bit.
Yep.
Some misdirection.
They fake a jet, they run power, they run buck sweep, they run that speed option. But inside, you're right,
Yeah,
the
they're doing a good
interior, they're
job.
having a rough time. George ganging up in there.
Second down and 8 for the Raiders as Smesko. No, excuse me, that's Toy. We'll bring in the play.
Coach, you signal from the sideline plays, or you have your guy or somebody run one in?
It depends how the wind's blowing. You know what I mean? I call plays in, but we have the ability to always signal things and pick up tempo.
Man in motion. Toy takes the snap.
Oh,
He's going
this
to take it
is a
himself.
tough
Toy
hit.
looking to the near side. Somehow stays on his feet. Cuts back. Has blockers. To the 50-yard line goes Toy.
He almost fumbled. He almost fell. He almost fumbled. He held onto the ball. He made a move.
A lot of mistakes makes for quite the run.
We've seen some special plays out of Toy this year. And that's a big first down. Moves the sticks. Get the ball to midfield. Takes momentum a little bit out of Girard's hands. But if you're Girard, you still got a chance here to stunt this drive, win first down, get off the field on third down, get the ball back, and tie this thing up.
Perry.
Buck sweep, man. Here it comes. You better block. You better be getting on the move.
Look at that.
That
Going
guy's
for a ride.
big dude, man.
Dominguez.
What does he weigh?
Well, on paper, what does it say he weighs?
200 on paper.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Bro looks like WWE wrestler.
Now, Coach, that's so hard to defend buck sweep because
I
you
love it.
gotta account for the wing guy. And
Well, your tackle, tight end, and wing come down.
correct.
I mean, geez, oh, man, you got 3 guys coming down, and then 2 guys are kicking and wheeling.
and if you wrong arm it, you got nobody on the edge.
It's just a tough situation.
Up the middle and still on his feet, rumbling
And if you
inside
commit,
the 40.
If you commit to that buck, you have twins to the other side where you could fake it, run waggle, run in, that H-back runs underneath to the flats. I run that a lot.
Yeah. You see teams in the NE8, and I coached in the NE8 against these guys. You see teams that try to emulate what South Range does. You know, you watch film on Saturday, and you're like, well, maybe we should try the tight end wing twins. But you can't do it like South Range does.
Jimmy's and Joe's, man.
Jimmy's
and
and
Joe's. They're going to do it again, right?
Pull
Buck.
guards, yep.
Toy goes, over the middle. That's picked off. Girard, 40, 50, 40. Back inside. He's got blockers down inside the 30-yard
Wow.
line. I'm not sure where or what Tristan Toy saw there. That was right to Girard.
Well, they run the buck. 100%. It's RPO. The inside slot runs a slant. He pulls it. He throws it. Guy makes a heck of a play on that ball. Was it 54? What number was that for Girard?
This is 28 was the announcement. So let me ask you this, Coach. So we both saw guards pull there. We're calling out Buck. We see the guards pull. Toy should be watching that linebacker that kind of sat right in that area of the slant. I'm not sure what he.
I don't know what the read was, but God bless him. He saw that slant. He threw it.
That's a
And
big play.
it's a big play.
So now Girard in business
Wheel.
inside the 30.
Wheel to the boundary.
Big play, turnover, big play? No.
Talone going to take it himself, goes up the middle, somehow fights through the burgundy wall.
The Indian was bleeding by the side of the road, but the Indian is not dead. The Indian is alive and well. It's 2nd and 4 with 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go. And the second quarter, ball's at the 22-yard line, and Girard is looking to tie this up if they can score right now. Their trips to the field, single receiver to the boundary, quarterback with a sidecar to the field. South Range is now in a 4-2 nickel.
Talone looks right side and spins.
This Talone's a tough guy, man.
Yes, he is.
Because he's getting hit. He's not getting hit by the Little Raiders either. He's getting hit by the varsity football team. And guys are running downhill and hitting him. He's earning his keep. It's 3rd and 3. It's 2 down territory. You say run the ball twice?
Yeah.
One of them's going to be Talone.
If they can get the ball to a hash, I can see them doing some kind of back out of the backfield stuff on 4th down, some of their trickery, maybe a speed option.
Talone's been at his best tonight when the play breaks down.
You can't take a sack. You absolutely cannot take a sack here.
3rd and 3. Talone. He's going to take it himself.
What a
He's got a
play.
1st down and more. Dom Talone inside the 20, 15, and out of bounds he goes.
Gutsy run, man.
Cameraman's down. Hope he's okay.
Gutsy run. Man, this Talone's a tough guy.
He is. Coach, he's second team in
I'm
this
not going
conference.
to BS you, man. Growing up, my father went to Girard. My mother taught at Girard, 35 years special education. I love Girard.
They're
Ohio.
gritty, man. They're always
And
gritty.
I've always followed them. And I have a lot of respect for Nick. And Pearson is a wonderful coach. Bud McShuley was a wonderful coach.
That's Struthers now.
They love football, and I can't tell you enough. Amen Corner. They love football. What's that place downtown? The Royal Gardens. They love football. It's a place that loves football.
Talone throws towards the end zone. He's got a man, and in and out of his hands, broken up at the last second in the left corner.
Tristan Toy, he knocked that away.
I think that was Jimmy Powell.
Jimmy Powell, what a beautiful breakup.
That was a great play. Played through the hands. I'm sure the wide receiver's eyes just light up.
This Girard team has a lot of guts. A lot of people have already went away for the night on South Range, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got tucked in after a couple of those punches. South Range reminds me of like Mike Tyson fights in the 1980s. Hey, you're going to get knocked out.
2nd and 10. Talone going to hand off, and quickly on the football.
Luke Starkey.
It is Luke Starkey.
Holy cow.
Must be feeling all right.
Oh, and the crowd starts yelling, Luke. Crowd favorite, I hear it. It's a crowd favorite.
Well, we have a second one to say thank you to Mark Shaw and OMG Apparel and more. Raider fans were able to purchase a Raider rag this week for $5, with $1 going to the All Things Kabuki Foundation.
One-on-one at the bottom of the field here with A.J. Pearson.
Yeah, we're 0 across the board. We're stacking the box.
3rd and 10. Option. The boundary's there, and the Raiders keep everything inside. So the clock continues to roll. It's 4th down.
4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Did the Girard Indians send out the kicking team? It looks like they are.
Take the points.
Their kicker's number 15. We see him? I think so.
Andrew Whitfield, senior, 5'10", 200-pound kicker.
Now, I know Starkey here at South Range was a first team all-conference player somewhere. Linebacker, maybe offensive line.
Number 55.
Yeah.
Murder House.
This kicker here for Girard was first team all-conference kicker.
So here we go. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and kick is good. So it's a 14-10 affair with 3:53 to go before the half. Girard, 10 straight points.
We're in a ball game, folks.
We sure are.
On the verge of a beautiful election, we're in a beautiful game. That's all I can tell you.
We're going to step aside, pay some bills, back after this. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. DJ Yoakley, Andy Hake, Sam Bellino with you. 14-10 affair. Girard, 10 consecutive points unanswered. After South Range, obviously, quick math tells you they scored 14 unanswered to start this contest.
It's an honor to be with you gentlemen today. Coach, I think a lot of you. You're a good coach. You're
Likewise,
a good dude.
Coach.
You're a good
Thank you.
coach, good dude. DJ, you're an American legend. This dude guy's
Uh-oh,
going to lose.
right side, some trouble brewing, cuts through. Can he get it? Oh, a shoestring tackle saves the touchdown. The Raiders were looking to make special teams.
Is that Gavin Hiscox?
Yep.
5'11", 150, sophomore.
Sophomore, yeah.
Homie got loose on that one, bro.
He has got a career ahead of him. We saw him step up in the absence of Gavin Nagy when he was injured. He's just another one of the Raider prodigies that they just keep in the incubator and wait for those times.
That's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, we're talking freshmen and sophomores doing some big things for a program that is making week 14, 15, 16 year in, year out.
Again, man, you start talking about heroic sense of belonging when people have it in them. They do wild things. Tight end wing to the top, twins to the field. Here comes Buck.
Toy.
Reverse.
Oh, dude.
Some running room. Fancy handles here inside
job
the
by
15.
Girard,
yeah,
man.
Girard.
Jeez, oh, man, they run over the top and get back to the ball.
Who's that for South Range there? Was that Combs?
18's Combs.
Now, it's 2nd and 9. I don't blame the coach from Girard for calling a timeout right when they come to the line, right before they snap a call timeout. And really crank dudes up saying, hey, this is a big part of the game. Because you had this 10-0 run. You're down 14-0. It's 14-10. You're against the wall. Bad special teams. This is a big deal.
Man
Trips
in motion,
now.
it's
Motions
Combs.
and trips. Here
Snap,
comes-
Toy. Looks left, steps up. He's going to take it himself. He sees running room. He sees pay dirt. He sees
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Nope.
One
Oh, I saw the hands go up.
He did. He threw the hands up.
Why would you?
He was stopping the clock. Stopping the clock.
That was the most
who's that,
suspenseful.
Toy?
That was Tristan Toy.
Jeez, oh, man, when he takes off, it's like a rocket.
That's it. He's on skates.
It's tough to stop a South Range team 4 plays in a row from the 1
Bro,
yard line.
when you go into playoffs and you have a quarterback that can drop back and then
Just take off.
boogie like that, that's like the difference in winning playoff games. That is.
2:45 left here in the second quarter.
The Wildcat.
They're going to run right at him
Dominguez motions a man, takes it right up the belly.
No.
now. Offsides, South Range. No?
Yeah, false start.
False start against the Raiders, so that'll back them up 5. So now they'll be
They
at the
weren't
6.
set when the motion man came in.
And that's what you get when you put when you don't have your quarterback taking the snap.
He bullied in there. Might as well run it again. Everybody get set. We're going to run it again. We're going to bully him.
There wasn't a whole lot of.
We love our country. We
There
love
was-
bullying people.
There wasn't anything kind of
That
keeping
I can
Dominguez
tell
back.
you.
Split off to the right side, go 2 receivers for South Range.
Tight end wing to the boundary. Twins in the field.
Toy
Here
calls for
comes
it.
Buck.
Hands off inside, and pile still moving down to the 5.
1 or 2 there. Man, I've said it earlier, but I am impressed by Girard's toughness and grittiness against this inside run.
Well, geez, oh, man, if they don't return that kick right there,
Yeah.
you just don't know what's going on.
If you hold South Range here to a field goal and keep this a 1-score game, you're going into halftime feeling.
Oh, man, let the party start.
Yeah, you're confident if you're.
You
the
know,
Indians.
really, no matter what, you didn't back down to them. But you're right. Scoring a field goal here is different than a touchdown. Sprint out. He's running
Rolling
this
right.
all the
Toy
way.
looking for the corner. Cuts back in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. 5-yard score for Tristan Toy. And it's a 20-10 affair with 1:54 on the clock before halftime.
you get into the red zone, the defense tightens up a little bit. You lose, you somewhat lose defensive backs from a defense standpoint. But when you're able to run the quarterback, you gain some blockers. You kind of cancel out what the defense is trying to do. And, right now he's the best athlete on the field. You get him out in space, he's able to boogie his way into the end zone.
Starkey on to kick the extra. Sets up. Valentine, good snap, good hold from Powell, and likewise for the extra point. 1:54 to go here in the second. 21-10 Raiders back right after this. Back we come, 21-10 South Range. DJ Yoakley, Andy Hake, Sam Bellino with you. I'm surrounded by coaches.
Yeah,
It's not a bad thing.
Coach Hake was making me blush a little bit on the last kickoff before the thing almost went to the house. I just want to say, when I heard, DJ told me that Coach Hake was going to be here, I was so excited. I just wanted to hear you talk football. You're so enthusiastic.
Here we go.
Oh, dude, you're an American legend, sir.
Some fanboys up here.
Nah, man, I'm with the country, man. It's an honor to be here.
Uh-oh, some trouble with the return, and at the 15-yard line, well, they still moving that pile.
I just love talking football. I love hearing different points of view and different perspectives about football.
And that's what it is. Everything's perspective in this world. And with experience, you get different perspectives, And even, when you've been in these battles and been in these kind of games, you win, you lose. You just get perspective, man. And, man, I'm like slack-jawed at the way that both these teams are going at each other because, hey, South Range is a little bit better. They're a little bit better. Girard doesn't want to hear any of it.
Yep.
They're going right back at them, showing a lot of guts, a lot of heart, a lot of moxie.
And they can score quickly.
No, they're
Talone
awesome.
looking, fires, has
awesome.
a man.
Look at that right there.
Fingertip catch.
Hot bubble curl, man. A little hot, little bubble, little curl route. That's one of Nick Cochran's, that's one of his plays right there, buddy. Inside guy runs a bubble or flat route, then a hot route, then you got a curl route behind it. And you put the outside linebacker in distress.
You got formation into the boundary here. We trying to isolate down here, you think, with Collier-Dixon?
Well, he's by himself. I know that number 12, is that Starkey?
12 is Toy.
Toy, I'm sorry, 12 is Toy. He's rolling up in the...
Yeah, they are.
Talone looks right. He's got pressure and somehow holds on to that football.
Timeout if you're South Range here. You think? No? Guess not.
Again, South Range, we talk about it every week, Sam, one of the best adjusting teams in the locker room.
Do you like the hook and ladder right here? Do you like something that...
you got to score. You want to go into the halftime scoring. You got to...
Maybe
it's something.
Toss pass because South Range is coming like heck. I like this little
screen
jailbreak.
Pass to the left side, some running room, and out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock.
Somebody's down again. Is that Hunter?
Clock at 35 seconds.
It's the second time Hunter's kind of been slow to get up.
You want him alive. So
yeah.
You know what? Get out of the half with him.
I mean, you've got 70 yards to go. Can anything good happen at this point? I mean, there's more bad that can happen than good, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
If you're Girard?
Correct.
No, you got to have the confidence. You have to. You're not. This is win or go home.
Pressure. Talone scrambles out of it, gets to the sideline, short of the stick, I believe.
They're going to punt it. That might be the worst thing. South Range seems to block punts.
Yeah.
Yes, they had 2 against Poland.
2 block punts against Poland.
They did.
They had won another week earlier maybe.
Yeah, it was
where the Starkey boy.
I am slack-jawed to
young
Springfield, Toronto. Is that halftime?
I believe that it's halftime.
14-7. Toronto's beating Springfield. Springfield's like bullies.
We saw Springfield early. They're a good
Fourth
football
and
team.
short here. Talone.
Great football team.
They can't be going for this. You don't want to give South Range the football.
There's a timeout. There's a timeout. They just wanted to see what South Range looked like, I guess. So the Indians will take a timeout. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, you can't give South Range the football inside their 35. You said it earlier. They're the best adjusting football team, and they are. And they win, those middle eight minutes, the last first 4 of the third quarter. Man, they can score in a hurry. They make their adjustments, come out prepared. It's just a good program.
We will have the bands at halftime. Folks, don't forget about that.
We love our bands, folks.
Toby Sell, still
Is
here.
Toby a senior?
He is.
We'll always love Toby Sell. Leads the band here at South Range, man.
Toby was playing taps for the veterans.
Was he really?
He did.
I remember the Thriller last year. Remember
Yes,
the Thriller?
you do.
Huh?
Yes.
There's nothing better than the Thriller during Halloween time. They
Oh.
played the Thriller. It's beautiful, folks. They came out. Toby Sell led the band out. It was a beautiful halftime performance. I don't know. Some people are saying it's the best halftime performance ever. I'm not saying that. Others are saying that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, this is trouble.
Oh. Where's the flag?
That's all right. Let's keep this close. False start.
Wow, did they get lucky?
Yeah, that's the best
That
5-yard
one-
penalty.
That one was for the fans and for YSN.
That
They
was
kept
the-
it close, because if that would have went sideways,
Yeah.
man.
That was for the ratings. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I'm going to go down and shake Mr. Sell's hand at halftime.
Go get him.
I am. That I
Last
can
time
tell
you brought up a bucket of fries, you were
I
talking about
brought
Toby
him up,
Sell.
and he was the hero of the Republic.
He was.
He was the hero of the Republic.
Oh, they got enough guys on the line of scrimmage here.
Oh, they're coming.
Oh, boy.
They
Oh,
are
boy.
just
Here
catch
come
them.
the Raiders.
Nice punt.
This one's
nice
away.
punt. It gets a
Wow.
wow.
Holy mackerel. That is a leg.
That's a beautiful punt. And in the situation, unless these dudes house this, Girard should feel good about
Yeah.
themselves with the conversation at halftime.
I agree, Coach.
I know it's 21-10. I know we're down by 11. But we fought. We just fought like the third monkey running on Noah's Ark. And it started to rain. It started to rain. We're the third monkey, and that's how we just fought. So how could you not be proud of your guys at halftime? We're playing this machine.
Yep.
And if we didn't have this kick return right after we scored, made it 14-10, hell, it could be 14-10 right now at halftime.
It could be 14-14 if they didn't settle for a field goal.
What's the Raiders do here? Do they throw a jab here, or are you going haymaker?
I run that buck sweep. They might run for 80 yards. I don't know.
Dominguez moves up. Toy calls
They
for
run
it.
belly.
They go
They're running their belly.
handoff.
That's their belly play on.
Gain of about 8.
He's going to take it into halftime here.
And that's probably going to do it.
I'm going
Raiders
to get
start
me some fries. I'm going to get you some fries. How about that? You want some fries?
Let's go. Let's get
Fries
some
for
Bring 'em up.
everybody.
Kelly wants fries. We all want fries. Huh?
At halftime, your score, it's South Range 21, Girard 10. We'll be back with the bands in
USA!
just a moment.
Our first song was originally previewed on TikTok in 2023, where it went viral, receiving more than 10 million views. Sampling the hit 1977 track, Best of My Love by The Emotions, we feature our dance line. Nora, Aliana, Brianna, Madison, and Captain Ava. Please enjoy Paul Russell's hit song, Lil Boo Thing. selection takes us back to 2012. This piece, which is sung by one of the world's most recognizable female artists, addresses frustrating relationships, chaotic feelings, and red flags. Appearing on her fourth studio album, Red, this pop song peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was certified 7 times platinum. Featuring trumpet trio Blake, Zach, and Amari, here is Taylor Swift's I Knew You Were Trouble. Give it up for the Girard High School Marching Band!
Under the foolish direction of Roger Lewis and Sarah Consa, terrifying flatline advisor Nikki Dispenza, and deadly drumline instructor Jim Ridgely, we spookily present the 2024 South Range Raider Marching Band. We hope we haven't scared you all away yet. It would be a shame for you to miss out on our spooktacular flag line feature. Please feel free to conga line around while we perform Jump in the Line. sleep with one eye open and grip your pillow tight, because now the band is going to take you off to Never Never Land with the Metallica mega hit, Enter Sandman. Ladies and gentlemen, the South Range Raider Marching Band. We would like to thank our season sponsor, Myers Family Insurance, Chris Berkey Plumbing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Third quarter about to begin here in South Range, or from South Range High School in the town of Canfield. DJ Yoakley, Andy Hake, and Sam Bellino as the Indians booted off to South Range, fielded at about the 8-yard line. Bringing it up, 20. Some running room, 30.
God.
Some more running room. God. See you later. 40, 30, 20,
Smart.
10. Touchdown, Raiders. Dylan Smesko. And that must have been one hell of a speech at halftime.
Yeah, very smart by Smesko's lead blocker there. He could have peeled back there on a block, and 6 years ago it's legal, but very smart by him, just kind of letting it go.
South Range has had these special teams on both kick returns that made the difference in this game.
Here's how important special teams has been so far. Who's losing the turnover battle right now?
South Range, right?
South Range is losing the turnover battle, and they're up 18 points. 17, I'm sorry. Soon to be potentially 18.
Oh, don't you jinx
No, I can't.
Tommy
Mr. Starkey.
Valentine or Jimmy Powell or Luke Starkey. You will owe
Or Luke Skywalker.
or Luke Skywalker, for that matter.
Coach, I've been gushing about this all year. Watch this snap. Watch this snap to kick.
You're jinxing them.
It's just like a rocket.
Oh, it's right on the money.
Powell checks. Money.
Jesus.
Pow.
Okay.
And good.
That makes mine look like a Greek tragedy.
28-10 Raiders. No offensive possession to start it. A 92-yard kickoff return by Dylan Smesko is how the Raiders start the second half.
That couldn't have been. It couldn't have been any worse for Girard. That right there.
Yeah, and Smesko showed off his speed numerous times this year. So when he got the open field, and you called it too, you called house call there. As soon as he got to the open field, there's nobody catching him.
When you're telling your kids, let me tell you something. This Hoover, great fries. Great fries for Hoover. I went down there, spent 20 minutes. It was well worth it.
It was $1 a minute.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
just about.
So if you're Pat Pearson, what do you tell your guys now? I mean, obviously there's a lot of clock left, but
Do a lot of clapping and a lot of we got to play like hell. But you know what? You're going in halftime. That's very deflating. You're going in halftime. I know I'm telling my kids, we're in this. We're matching them tit for tat. We're playing them really hard. We're answering the call. We're answering the bell. We got to have a great defensive stance in this and then that happens. So you know what? These are kids. These aren't pro athletes. Pro athletes go away right now. Kids are they really got to believe Girard and play like heck.
Vorshak boots it. Oh, look at that camera work.
You see that?
You followed that all the way in.
Well, you keep it low, it's kind of easy.
Oh, here we go. Girard tries the answer, get to the 25-yard line.
I'm just trying to get my resume up to PGA, follow the golf ball a little bit.
Oh, hey.
That was
keep it up.
impressive.
Let me tell you what, these fries are something else. Try these fries.
I did. Thank you. They're good.
I call it cold-blooded.
Everybody else is listening to you trying those fries.
Well, they should. Come on down to South Range High School in Canfield, Ohio, and try Hoovers. Nobody does it like you.
No free ads.
That's right.
That's right. Talone is going to check with the sideline before they get this first snap off.
See South Range kind of checking with their sideline, too.
We've seen that a lot tonight. Left side looking for some space. I believe that's Hunter.
Nothing.
And there's just nothing there.
You've got an offensive guard coming from the Mike linebacker position, chasing down the first team NE8 running back and Mr. Hunter for Girard. That's an offensive lineman chasing him down sideline to sideline. That's so impressive.
What
Luke
was
Starkey.
that noise?
I don't know if that was supposed to be a train.
Well, listen, I've got a little PTSD up here about trains.
Oh, my God. I can't believe that was a kick return on that.
That was, Dylan Smesko knows how to throw a party.
South Range knows how to block.
Yep.
A heck of a return, but boy, they put helmet to helmet on guys.
Oh, boy.
Talone looking right. He shakes out of the first tackle, can't get out of the second.
So we've got 4 plays so far in this third quarter, and Mr. Smesko has a kickoff return for a touchdown and a sack on the defensive side. It's a pretty good few plays there for Dylan Smesko. Number 82. He saw Dominguez coming off the edge. The offensive tackle saw him too and kind of made way for Smesko right through the B gap.
3rd and 13. I don't know what they're trying to play.
Okay.
Sounds like static. Trips to the right here for
Dominguez is coming off.
Yeah, he's
Talone.
bluffing there.
looking right. Talone's got nowhere to throw it. Finds downfield looking and covered closely, and that pass falls incomplete. Coach Pearson, I believe, is barking, trying to get a flag call here.
Yeah, when a quarterback leaves the pocket, especially in high school football, it's tough defensively to kind of you need to have roles as a coach. You lock into guys, you glue guys, especially when the quarterback's out of the pocket, and South Range does a good job gluing up to the nearest wide receiver, and ball falls incomplete.
28-10 Raiders here in the third quarter.
Oh, they're coming
Snaps
after
a little
it.
bit
They're coming
high.
after it.
And just able to get that punt off. Nice job. And it's fielded by Nagy.
Oh, we missed it. He missed it. Coach Rock saw a little bit of the extracurriculars after the play, but the referee was not looking in that direction.
Well, if Nagy would have caught that clean and didn't fair catch that, he might still be running.
You think? Had
Yeah,
some-
there's a lot of room.
a lot of green in front of him, but it's one of those situations where
When South Range comes after a block, you have to keep extra guys in, and Girard did.
Yeah, and you lose.
You just lose those guys,
Lose gunners.
those cover guys.
Yep.
once again, thanks to OMG Apparel and More for their printing of the Raider rag. $5.
Oh, that was for you, huh?
Yeah, a little
Good for you.
neutral zone
Oh, look
action
at
here.
that.
Neutral zone action here.
that's nice.
Super. Wow, that is
No call.
nothing. Up the middle, and the Raiders move a little closer to midfield.
Well, Dominguez is running a lot harder than I saw him run last year. And it's not that he didn't run hard last year. It's just I see him running a lot harder. And there's a fundamental difference when someone's a junior and they're a senior, how they're playing. He looks like a senior.
You know, the game slows down for kids as they get older and more experienced.
Well, he looks good, man. And
Yeah.
he's running hard and making subtle cuts.
They go hand. Oh, look at that stiff arm. Dominguez looking like King Henry.
They're going to call holding. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. It's just in the zone of that. I didn't see it, but
So that's going to send the Raiders packing backwards.
Yeah, one of the guys on the outside.
hey, run it again.
Smesko's going to give Dominguez a little blow.
14-14 Springfield and Toronto over in Springfield. So it'll be 2nd and 16 for South Range on their side of the field.
Cavs lead Warriors 83-42 at halftime. Sorry for that, but
Wow.
that is
Wow. Toy
good call.
drops back, looking. Oh, stumbles a little bit. Still gets out of it. Toy gonna just minimize the damage and take the sack out of bounds. It'll back the Raiders up. It'll be 3rd and long.
Man, I thought they were going to get him on that because they kept running that toss to the bunch trips, and then they ran power away from it, and then they faked that toss. And Indians did a great job covering that.
Yeah, if you're Toy, you're probably a little bit disappointed in yourself that you didn't just throw it away and save some yards.
One mistake can't lead to another, so nice job by Tristan staying on his feet, getting out of bounds. See what they do here. Man in motion. Toy calls for it. Looks. Little toss pass. And Girard all over it this time. So the Raiders not able to land any damage to Girard, so they
Big
will
deal.
kick the ball back.
That's a big deal. Girard needed to stop any hope. They needed to stop there. If South Range would have went down there and scored, man, let's start talking about the election.
Nope. This is booted away by Vorshak.
Peter.
Nice.
And grabbed by Tommy Valentine.
Yeah,
It's a nice grab. He's got hands,
that was good reaction there.
great hair.
That's what you keep saying.
Oh, the flow. It's incredible. Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
He has beautiful hair, huh?
Yep. Like the Fonz of his
Really?
generation. Oh, yeah.
Well, Tommy.
You know who
Tommy,
his,
I'm going to remember he was a football player, not the great hair.
you remember who, well, you know who his brother is. Gus Valentine.
The big lineman last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy Cool. Diesel.
Oh, my God.
The play action.
Talone looking, trying to get out of danger, and the Raiders scrape together again.
The Raiders are going zone one side and man the other.
They do a good job staying in their
It's
lanes.
screwing you up. It's screwing them up. They're going zone one side and man the other. Heck, it's screwing me up and I see it up here. They do. They're not going just cover 2, cover 4. They're going cover 2 one side, man the other. Cover 4 at one side. They are. I see it.
End of 3. Perry 3, Struthers 0.
Wow.
Oh, the Wildcat is not dead.
Not even close.
How about West Branch, Glenville?
0-0.
I saw 0-0 at
Are
half.
you kidding me?
Nope.
They're going to get this off? They do.
Just in time.
I love
Talone
this.
looking over the top. Caught! 30, 20, and tackled from behind at the 16-yard line. Girard rolls the dice, and they come through with a big play.
The Indian is not dead.
They are not. We're going to take a timeout. It's an injury timeout as they tend to the down Girard player. Back after this in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, third quarter, 28-10. Girard with a big play. Dixon, the injured Indian, helped off the field. Soft toss, left side. That one comes up incomplete. That would have been trouble had it come down a completed pass.
Toy does a good job kind of showing a little restraint there. Split-second decision to lay off the swing pass. But you're right. If he puts that on his numbers, Toy's got a target right in front of him.
And we saw Girard stall out in the first half down around these parts. South Range with that bend, but usually don't break defense. How big would a stop here be for South Range? And on the other side, how big would a score be for Girard right now?
This possession may be the biggest of the game.
Talone going to take it himself on the keeper. Cuts back left in, and
What a play.
Wow, there was a lot of jukes there.
He
Talone.
faked a jet. He faked a jet and ran a counter the other way, and he kept it nice and tight.
I've seen Girard plenty of times fake a jet and run that lead back out of the backfield up the sidelines and hit it for, Christ, probably 400 yards against a defense I was on the field with. It's one of their better
Offsides.
plays.
Girard knocking
No.
on the door. Raiders.
Here they go. They're going to send the house.
Yeah, the Raiders are calling that play in. Here comes Talone. Talone, right side, cuts back left, and he's going to be brought down. Alligator roll by Dominguez.
It's a good job, backside linebacker tracking the hit. Yeah, it's a big possession. Field goals aren't going to keep you in a game against South Range.
You guys got a better angle. What's the clock say? How much time?
6:30 and ticking.
Eternity. They got to score here, or time does matter.
Field goal does nothing. They go handoff. Up the middle. Not happening. Talone has been the most successful back out of the backfield, and it's not even close.
It's tough when you're defending a quarterback who can throw and run. You got to respect his arm, obviously.
You do that two more times?
No.
Well,
Talone's got to have it.
I think it's a mentality thing, Coach. You're telling your guys
Oh, I'm telling my guys we're doing it two more times.
you're the bigger, stronger, tougher
We're
guys.
going to fight like hell in here.
Move the pile. Keeps it.
Talone going to take it himself. Not fooled. Who's that?
I think 20. Kraus?
That's Heath Kraus. Protecting the backside. And now 4th and goal for Girard here. This is essentially the game.
That's tough when you go misdirection. You're dancing around in the backfield, allowing South Range to shoot the gaps. You should have, if that's me, I'm just going dive, belly, right up the gut, like you said, Coach, twice.
Talone calls for it. And hands off.
He got
And
in.
Girard gets in.
What a beautiful and you know what? That's a gutsy call because
That
he's
is.
running sideways.
Josiah Hunter.
Wow, he's running sideways. That wasn't a downhill run.
That was impressive.
That was a beautiful play. A real gutsy call. Real heck of a play. He ran sideways for 7-8 yards before he cut it up.
So now you've got a 28-16
It's
ball
a
game.
great call. It's a great execution. Hey, how many times this year has it been 28-17?
Not
in the
many.
South Range game? Not many. Kick is up, and it is good.
They're believing in Girard, Ohio. That I can tell you.
Raiders lead by 11 here in the third quarter. We'll step aside, pay some bills. Back after this. Back we are here, third quarter, 28-17. Girard punches it in the end zone. Josiah Hunter from 6 yards out. And now a short, no, not exactly a short kick. This one at the goal line.
They got
and
pinned
it is,
in again.
Oh, boy. To the right side, looking for running room. Little hop step and out of bounds shy of the 40-yard line. So once again, oh, boy.
Oh, no. Sideline warning. Is that what you think it is?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Sportsmanlike.
I mean, there was a lot of action over here on the close side of the field when the ball was on the other side.
Oh,
And it's against Girard.
the Indian.
That's a tough break for the Indians.
Yeah, if you're the get back coach there for South Range, you're kind of you're shaking in your jeans for a second there, hoping that it wasn't on
I'm not
you.
kidding.
doing
I don't
your
know
job.
what happened.
I
didn't see it either.
all I
Coach.
saw was one Indian making his way back and palms to the sky.
Yeah. That kind of stuff doesn't win you football
Well,
games.
you get a first down here, you're in 4-down territory. That's it.
So the ball on the 47 for South Range and of South Range. Toy comes to shotgun, moves a man across his face in Troy Combs. Fires. Near side. It is Nagy. Gavin over the 50 to the 45 and is wrestled out of bounds.
Who's number 18?
That's Troy Combs.
Well, Troy Combs beat up some guy on the outside. Beat him up the entire play.
You don't block, you don't get the rock.
I love that. I love that line. You feel like the same way? You don't block, you don't get the rock?
Well, if you don't block, don't play. But block like that, we win.
Trips to the right, and a handoff on the inside. Goes near side, and it's Aiden Dominguez who is pulled down.
It just seems like whenever they need a play, they'll run that. They run buck.
Yep. That's their comfort zone.
Down. Kick for the front side guard, wheel it to back side guard. They give this ball to the guy looks like Bo Jackson, Division 5 football, and he's going to run really hard.
And he's just following Luke Starkey right through the hole.
Bro, like, I don't know if there's an answer.
Two receivers over to the right side. Man in motion. It's Combs again. Toy calls for it. And up the gut. Not a whole lot that time. It's Dominguez.
If you're looking for an answer, don't contact any 8 defensive coordinators because we, us, them haven't been able to figure it out either.
We, us, them. That's an interesting way to talk about it. We'll stay out of that.
We're going to stay out of that
us,
stadium.
Them.
Well, it was we for a little bit. Then it was, now it's them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was looking at the
Bellino with the save.
proverbial we, us, them.
The trips to the right.
Numbers
Fires
down.
over.
No.
Oh, boy. Oh, still on his feet. A little Shane Lindstrom shake and bake.
That was a nice job.
That kid was a player.
An homage to his big brother that wore number 11, Shane Lindstrom, who I'm sure is watching somewhere.
Yeah, that kid was a special player, man. We used to call him Julian Edelman. He's
That he was.
a tough little ball player.
Well, we're on the Lindstroms. Shout out to Shane's dad, who pulled off a great Veterans Day assembly today, complete with a flyover here at South Range High School. Man in motion.
You'd like to get half here.
Rolling near side.
Oh,
Toy
man.
fires. Has a man. Sidestep still on his feet inside the 10-yard line. They're going to say he was out.
Gavin Nagy. That was a rocket coming off his hand.
Rolling to the left. That's a tough throw, too.
Ran a little comeback. The guy was there. It was just the ball was put on the money on a tightrope.
And this is almost identical to the first time these two teams met. I mean, this is, you're painting the same picture here. Man in motion again. Toy going to take it himself. Goes to the left side. Finds a block. Spun around to about the 5-yard line and taken down there.
Let's get in there a little bit. Yeah, you got an advantage when you're able to run with your quarterback. I've said it 1,000 times, obviously, but that's why you've seen South Range try to go Wildcats, get the snap to Dominguez. You can run Toy. You gain an extra blocker. Defenses mostly go cover 0 in the red zone.
Handoff. Dominguez cuts back in, and there's a flag.
Could be defensive holding. I don't know. It's a holding on somebody.
I think they're going to get the freshman there, Tommy Titus.
The number 88.
Yeah. Freshman, 88, Tommy Titus, playing meaningful football here in week 12 for South Range. You got to be a heck of a player.
So the ball backs up to the 15. Second down. Still got a lot of plays in the playbook for this. Toy surrounded by backs.
Uh-oh, that's right.
I don't know what that was.
I think they were looking for Dominguez out of the backfield. Girard did a good job, whoever their outside linebacker was, to run with Dominguez, but blown dead.
Just run Buck.
You can put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, Andrew
Just run
Bryan,
Buck.
Andrew Bryan, the center, not too happy about
2024 Buck sweep.
They didn't move the football. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah. Still only second down. I mean, you can get 10 to 12 yards on Buck sweep. It's your comfort zone. It's what you're good at.
Toy goes over the top. Nobody home except. Is that Kraus? It's Heath Kraus.
Yep.
There was nobody within a zip code of Heath Kraus.
South
He
Range
came
does-
from the other side.
Yeah, they do such a good job sneaking tight ends out for years. You know, I'm sure, DJ, you can go through names of tight ends that have been here, but for years they've been able to scheme ways to get tight ends wide open. I mean, nobody does it better than South Range.
J.D. Kraus, Heath's
Another
older brother,
Kraus.
was an absolute stallion and plays like that.
They went trips that way, and he came underneath and went like a ran a wheel from the backside.
Kick is up, and Starkey punches it through. So, we got here 1:52 left in quarter number 3. It's South Range 35, Girard 17. Back we come here in the third, under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. DJ Yoakley, Andy Hake, Sam Bellino with you. Kick is away. And
Sure is.
it's fielded inside the 20, and down the left sideline go the Indians.
Sorry about that. I was checking some scores. I got an update.
What'd you see?
Ursuline 44, St. Joe 0.
Yep.
That's a 21-17 game just a few weeks ago.
One of the elite recruits in the entire country, Bo Jackson.
Yeah, another meaningful score for us here. Garraway up 38-6 on Garfield.
Oh, wow.
Winner of
That's a
this game.
surprise.
Yeah, winner of this game will travel to a neutral site against the winner of that game. So Garraway comfortably winning against Garfield right now.
It's over.
That's it?
Yeah.
7-6. Cuyahoga Heights winning over Reserve. Is it over?
I have played that Cuyahoga guy. Al Martin's the head coach. He's been there since Christ left Pittsburgh. And he is something else. Until you play them, West Reserve had a great season, but until you play this Cuyahoga Heights team, they went 500 this year.
Playing a good conference.
Their coach is a gangster.
Talone looks to throw, has a man left side, and hauled in. Raiders.
When you play, you know what? The high school football playoffs is this unforgiving, violent. It's not like any other playoff. You could have a 10-0 team, 9-1. You go play someone from strange name, strange place, strange colors. They beat you 44-0. It's just how it happens. That guy at Cuyahoga Heights, that's over.
They haven't lined up yet.
They look like
they
they're
are
lined up now.
Now they are. Reserve has been unseeded.
Number one
number
seed
one,
playing
yep.
the number 8 seed. 7-6.
Slobberknocker.
No, that looks like that was a reserve had a great season, but you just play people that are very experienced coaches in programs. They're able to figure it out.
Let's take a look at what else we got here.
Dalton, Pymatumee Valley.
You got it.
27-25 last I looked.
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, I got my face ripped off last week. It still hurts. I'm still recovering.
Left side trying to move the ball here in South Range, and Girard gets about a yard. 3rd and 5.
Dalton 27, Pie Valley 25.
We got a big 3rd down here, guys. It's
Hell's bells, baby.
You got to keep this drive going if you're Girard. 50 seconds and ticking, maybe 1 or 2 plays. You need a 1st down here. You got to keep this drive because if you don't, South Range has scored on almost all their possessions. You're going to give them the ball back.
Talone calls for it. Fakes the handoff. Looks to throw over the top. Does. That pass is
Hits the turf.
Dropped.
Looked like he was hauled in for a moment. Nice effort.
Now, you're down 18. That's 3 scores.
Did you punt it here?
Fake
Looks
it.
like.
They're going to fake it, right? At least that's what you call, right? I mean,
Kelly Yeagley says yes. Nobody knows football better than her.
It's my opinion here is if you need 5 yards, is it easier for you to get 5 yards with your best offense on the team? Do you think you're going to surprise a team like South Range? I don't know. Seen crazier things.
Good snap. Punt is away. Nagy is going to let it bounce towards the sideline, and it'll be down inside the 40-yard line for South Range. So 60-plus yards in front of the Raiders here. A nice lead, 35-17. DJ Yoakley, Andy Hake, Sam Bellino with you. Thank you so much for using your hard-earned money to watch our Power Play, Power Pass tonight here on pay-per-view, YSN.
20 seconds here until we get to the quarter change. South Range will have the wind with them in the 4th quarter. See if it matters. Smesko in the backfield.
Toy calls for it. He's going to take it himself. Jogs to the line and pounces through it.
I mean,
up and
am
over
I wrong
45.
saying that might be the best back to have?
That's a gutsy move there,
Toy?
Cotton.
Really? Is he the best back to have?
You're talking Toy, Coach?
Yes.
I mean, he's the NE8 Conference Player of the Year.
Is he?
Yeah.
We'll take a quick timeout here as we go to the 4th quarter. The 4 fingers are up. Back after this on YSN. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 35-17, your score. 4th quarter. Renegade was played. My life was made. The Raider Rags were out.
Girard got 12 guys on the field.
And
At the quarter change.
I don't blame him. You know what, though, honestly? It's 17-35. But South Range had these 2 kick returns that were the difference in the game.
Yeah, Girard has played some good football tonight.
If you just took those 2 kick returns out, and you can't do that because that's part of the game, but that was the difference in the game. That's 2 touchdowns. It really deflates you when those things happen.
2 receivers near side. Toy calls up the back to his right hip pocket, takes a snap, handoff. Smesko trying to work the ball to the left side and somehow falls forward for about 3 yards. No, they're going to mark him out.
Give you guys some help here.
No, I got it. Look at that. These eyes are coming back, baby.
A little more of the Renegade?
They're still playing Renegade. Two receivers again near side. Toy calls up the back to his right pocket again.
Belly.
And this is Dominguez. Dominguez works his way over towards the 40-yard line. Shy of it, the 39. Now, this is what we know Raider football to be. This is Dan Yeagley football where you just max out the clock.
He's going to grind them out.
No reason not to. You don't want guys hurt. You don't want to extend this game. If they could make this the last drive of the game, they would.
So 3rd and 3 for the Burgundy and Gold. Indians trying to make a big stop here.
Buck. Jet.
Handoff. Here's Toy trying to bounce off a man. Gets the 40. Does he
Holding.
have it?
They called holding on the edge.
Okay.
And there might have well been. I don't know.
So now things become interesting because it goes from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 13, where your dynamic quarterback, Tristan Toy, is at his finest.
Yeah, South Range hasn't had a whole lot of success through the air. Yeah, I say that, and they just come off a touchdown throw to Kraus. But, 3rd and 13, you want to keep possession of this football, obviously.
Well, their quarterback, I haven't seen him all year live, but tonight, he's the difference of this team. I mean, he really is on the offense. Him being able to extend the play and then just taking off. I mean, that guy's like a rocket. Looks like Johnny Manziel.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, a little bit. I can see that.
Except he watches tape. Man in motion. Toy calls for it. Rolls to his right, looking downfield, eyes downfield, tosses. He's got a man, and just in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. That was Tommy Titus.
They really target this Titus boy a lot. This freshman,
His story's just beginning, my friend.
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, if you're an upperclassman here for South Range, you're getting on Tommy and you're lifting him up a little bit, telling him he's going to get another opportunity. Get your head up.
Well, whether you get an opportunity tonight, you got to make plays down the stretch, bro. Like, hey, man, our journey's we're in the heat of the battle here, and next few weeks you're gonna have to do it.
This kick is away. It's going to
my.
find its way into the end zone, so it'll come out to the 20. What a gutsy
Close.
play.
Yeah, that was close.
Well, the way their special teams went tonight, I figured they just take that ball at the 1.
So now the ball comes out to the 20-yard line for Girard. All things stay the same. We'll see South Range and Garraway. I'm not sure where they would line that up. We were having some conversations before the game, Sam, about where we think that could be.
Some potential areas. We had a good idea if it was Garfield, somewhere Mahoning, Trumbull County. Garraway's a different story.
How far are they?
Trumbull County.
That's where it'll be, or that's
What are you talking about? Which game are you talking about?
Garraway.
Oh, Sugar Creek. Who are they playing?
They would. Well, right now they're playing Garfield. They're winning, so that would set up Garraway versus South Range if both teams continue on the path they're on right now.
So the distance between Garraway and here.
Looking like, man, we're southwest of Canton, Garraway.
Is that a
There's a Minerva kind of in the middle.
Salem?
Louisville. Nah, Salem's definitely favoring.
South Range, for sure.
Yeah.
Louisville, probably. I mean, we tend to find our way to Louisville a lot.
We're talking hour and a half away from where we're standing right now.
For Garraway?
It's Garraway, yeah.
Sugar Creek Garraway is an all-time playoff team. They beat Mooney by 1 point this year. I know Mooney's down, but,
Yeah.
you know.
They took out fellow NE8 Lakeview Bulldogs last week.
Talone going to hand it off. Hunter trying to find some resemblance of space.
I just don't think until you play South Range's grittiness, you haven't played that yet, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that have guys. They have guys, they have coaching, and then they have this. I'm telling you, man, I said beginning, a heroic sense of belonging. And you only have that when you're with a program. You don't have that when you're with a good team year to year. That just doesn't happen, man. You got to be with the program. And then kids start playing above themselves. Like you got this, Talone's on the run.
Talone fires, had a man,
But
and
this
just
number
threw it behind him.
88, Tommy Titus. nothing against Tommy, but he's a freshman. How is Tommy playing like that? How is Tommy playing like that? He has a heroic sense of belonging.
Well, he's got some good genes. I can tell you that.
That's fine, but he's playing above himself. He's playing like a wild man.
I'm not sure what's going on right now.
Yeah, we're seeing some tempers.
Jordan
flare a little bit.
Fedor, senior, 6'6", 290 from Girard, is upset about something.
It's the fourth quarter,
Oh.
35-17.
Talking about interesting things here on the break.
Good stuff.
Now, the referees are going to be tasked with kind of deciphering what's going on here. They're going to wave off the flag after all of that. And
You know, what I'm excited about? When I go home, I hope my son's up. I'm going to get a big bowl of ice cream, Rocky Road.
Nice.
Put that Hershey's on that, and I'm going to eat that big bowl of Hershey's and Rocky Road.
You a big ice cream fan? Rocky Road's the top
Who
draft pick?
doesn't like ice cream?
Sam?
We're Americans.
I'm an ice cream guy, yeah.
I mean,
What's the top draft pick?
that's like saying, hey,
Kelly, what's your top draft pick? Chocolate pecan.
chocolate pecan. My
Sam?
father
Yeah,
loves chocolate
I like the
pecan.
Rocky Road kind where you got the vanilla ice cream, but like the chocolate.
Isn't that
chunks
marshmallow?
in them?
What's Rocky Road? Isn't that it's chocolate with marshmallow, right?
Like
with peanuts
Reese's
or something?
or peanut butter.
There's a
something
lot
in there.
going on, guys. There's a lot going on in this conversation.
Back out of the
Oh, here
backfield.
comes the
Talone
blitz.
looking, and can he get away? He does somehow.
Fumble.
It loses the football.
Magician.
The Houdini act from Talone.
They blitzed. They blitzed A-gaps, and he was man on the run.
Wow. Slippery as an eel.
Very, very athletic guy escaping.
Yeah, and you're missing one of your better offensive linemen for that
He's
play.
back out. He looks like the Undertaker, 78.
4th and 17. This is it for Girard.
Better come back up here, Mr. Nagy. Yeah, there you
Yep,
go.
here he comes. Racing back to the defensive backfield. And the bells chime here at Rominger Stadium. And a timeout going to be called by Girard. Timeout on the field. We will step aside as well and have some more interesting conversations right here on Live. Back we come, fourth quarter, 35-17. 4th and 17 for Girard. Talone looking downfield, needs a big arm, throws it, and tipped up, caught! Oh my goodness! To the house, Girard with a, what a prayer answered.
Let's keep this game fun. Let's keep it fun, folks.
A penalty.
Penalty.
What would have been a
No.
73-yard touchdown strike, and Girard, they feel sick about it. They're all standing there.
Yeah, in the backfield. That's obviously going to be a holding call.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Oh, don't call it. Let's just keep this thing fun.
Nagy's the first one with his hands on the football. Couldn't come down with it. It was
Wow.
almost, what was that play years ago? Was it a Kentucky game?
Wave it off, guys. Let's just have fun tonight.
Very
Here's
similar.
the thing about referees, and let me tell you something.
Oh, here we go.
Because I've had my eternal battles with them.
No.
They're doing the best they can. But 90% of the time.
Hang on. They're going to clear this up. Hold that thought.
Wave it off.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Wow.
Got to give these guys credit. Got to give them credit. No, I'm serious. Let it go. This
Coach
one.
Rock might
Have you ever seen a holding call waved off?
stay right there. Go back. There you see Coach Rock. He wants an explanation. He wants it
Why'd
now.
you throw the flag if there's nothing going on?
That's it.
And he's
Girard
gonna
is
say,
as happy as
he's
can
going
be.
to say Vegas needed to keep it close.
I've never seen I've seen a lot of different penalties get called off, but I don't know if I've ever seen a holding call waived.
I've never seen a holding call.
I
waived.
don't know if it was a holding call. We don't know.
That's a good point.
We
That's
don't
a
know
good
what
point.
that was.
That's a good point.
Well,
And
how many things are we going to see in the backfield?
Hey, look, I came to old South Range High here today for a great game.
You're right.
I want a great game. I want this to stay just for the fact that the game is a great game.
And you can see Coach Rock, who usually keeps his emotions in check.
Oh,
he is
he's probably
irate.
not wrong. Dude, I deal with these cats all the time. And you know what?
There's Coach Allegretto there at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
Here's what I want to ask right now. I want to ask this. They're saying that there's a shortage of referees. They're saying that there's not enough good referees. Why are all the games played on Friday night then? They used to be played on Friday and Saturday night. Why are they all on Friday night?
Well, did that change with COVID, right? Because it was Friday, Saturday night.
Well, it's getting to the point where the birds are usually flying south for the winter, but the boo birds have hung around here in Canfield.
That's all right. Let's play some ball, man. We're in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes to go.
35-23, extra point pending.
This is a good character game, man. Come on. This is good for South Range.
Yeah, and we saw this against Poland earlier in the year.
Right. You need to win a couple games close. This is good for them.
You need to grind a few games out.
Sometimes people are used to winning by 40, and they're just upset when – I get it. I get it. But you know what? This is a good character win. Sometimes you got to fight through adversity, bad calls, a bad break. Hey, come on. This is great.
These officials just want to get this play over.
Yeah, this guy on South Range's sideline is catching a lot of heat.
Oh, I know him. I know him. He's not a bad referee. He's not. He's just, I know.
Girard's going to go for two.
Yeah, you make this a 10-point game.
Talone. Nobody home on the right side. Throws.
You can go.
Is taken. Are they going to take it back? No, you can't. Right? Not in high school.
You can't.
Okay.
This is fun, folks. This is America on Friday night. They're not doing this in North Korea.
35-23.
They're only doing it here at South Range.
What a turn of events. Oh, man. That was maybe the most interesting scenario we've seen all season.
This might be the worst thing that could have happened for Girard.
Well, you know what, Coach?
I think Homie's going to get, look at Rock on them all in there.
Yep.
See, I'm telling you, I didn't see that. I just saw it now. He's going to get Homies all cranked up.
Yep.
They're going to come blitzkrieging like Normandy. You watch.
We talked last week about Fairless, stomping on South Range's flag at, the 50-yard line, giving South Range extra motivation.
Play Renegade.
You don't need to do that against.
No, dude, I'm going to tell you what.
South Range.
Their coach is upset. They feel that, oh, look at the ref. They feel that they've been done wrong. And he got them all in there seeking retribution.
Yeah, and again, Coach Rock justifiably so is upset with what transpired. But like you said, too, you don't know if that was really a holding call. You're not sure. It could have been illegal formation.
Who knows what it
knows?
was? But here's the great thing. This is like an advantage for South Range because they're not used to a lot of adversity throughout the year. How many times have they been trailing? It's good for them to get some resistance sometimes. I always feel
they're
like
still not
that.
trailing.
Yeah,
and it feels like it's weird. We're talking about it like they're behind now. They're still up
12,
by
They're
12.
up by 12 points, but it's good that they feel like they've been done wrong a little bit. The coach rallies them. They're on their horses now, and the cavalry's probably about ready to come down the hill.
Onside kick.
Girard got it.
And Girard does get it. So the Indians steal away the momentum.
I'm still telling you this. Even more so now. This is even more
And now
so.
Coach Rock again having a conversation.
I'm telling you, bro, this is wonderful for South Range. They have to be able to keep their heads, stay focused, don't lose your mind. You're not playing someone like you. You're not. You're still better than them. But Girard has Mr. Momentum on their side right now.
So now we got a conversation with the officials again.
And this is where your assistant coach's value really shows. Coach Rock is, again, he's upset. He's talking a lot with the umpire crew.
There you see Coach Allegretto moving up.
Yeah, your assistant coach is kind of rallying the guys, tell them keep their head, let Coach Rock do his thing right now.
I think this is great for South Range, don't you?
I do. Like you said, they haven't had their backs against the wall. And again, we're sitting here talking like we're losing, like South Range is losing right now. They're still up 2 scores. But they haven't been in this situation.
When you are facing adversity at all and you're this monster,
right.
It's good to face it sometimes.
Okay, you come out on the other end. And
I
you
know
throw.
these guys. I know this crew. They're going to tolerate a little bit more. They're going to throw a flag.
Pin down just a little
They
bit
must
more.
really like Rock. And Rock's a heck of a guy.
He's a stand-up.
Because
guy.
old Coach Hake has been doing this for a long time, and they weren't even talking to me that long.
Well,
I would have called them liberals by now. I'm just telling you, I would have. I know I would have. And I apologize. I love liberals, too.
so this is interesting. Usually you don't get this much conversation, as I think you're alluding to, Andy, with more than one official.
Bro, the teams have went to the sidelines. Now, I have filibustered in my time.
And look at this. We got an OHSA official in here, like on the right side of your screen there.
Yeah, he'd get him out of there, too.
Well, but here's the thing is,
He wants to. No, bro, he's down there. He wants to know why they're stopping the game. I'm telling you, that's what that is. I've seen that. They want to know why the game's being stopped for so long. And that guy is grading the officials.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's grading the officials.
huh. We'll stay away from the grade.
Hey, Rock's a heck of a guy, man. He's a passionate guy. I like guys like that. Guys are going to fight like hell for their teams.
So
and he's
now,
as good as there is.
37-yard line. The Indians will start trying to make their comeback. Down 12. Talone. Take it out! Ball's out! And it stays with Girard. No! Is it South Range ball?
Got the fingers pointing. You know how grimy that
This place
pile
is going
right now.
to explode.
Nah.
It's going to stay with Girard.
What I tell you, though, about this, he's going to have his guys fighting like a bunch of wild Indians here.
So it'll bring up second down and long for Girard. They've been playing behind the sticks a lot tonight. So 2nd and 20 on the loss of 10.
These homestands are rocking right now.
Warren JFK is beating Monroeville right now, 28-19. Talone looking, pressured. Screen pass, nowhere. Raiders reading it like a Dr. Seuss novel.
Number 53.
That's Andrew Bryan.
That's the second screen he sniffed out.
Dude's made some plays tonight.
If I had to guess, he's an ace, A and B student in school.
This place is rocking. Rominger Stadium is rocking right now. Girard needs a play. They've been able to find him tonight.
6 minutes. We're ticking down, just under 6 minutes. They're bringing the heat again. They're coming after you. And we're going to see a fade probably up top. Isolation. Want some extra protection.
And a timeout from Girard. And they're going to crank it up. We're going to keep it here.
You know who we haven't who we haven't seen for Girard since he went down is number 1.
Dixon.
Collier Dixon. So, he was their isolation guy, backside trips guy. Right now they had number 2, Tyler Wilson.
I would have
isolated.
I'd throw that fade.
Just throw it up.
I would, 100%, man. There's no safety.
You can get you can get a catch, you can get a pass interference call.
Yeah, but, bro, you got to get that ball, take 3 steps back, and just throw it.
Toss it,
because
yeah.
I see these guys are in gaps, and they're coming like heck. I give a lot of credit to West Branch. It's 13-0. They're playing Glenville.
Yeah.
Glenville
0-0
beat St. Ed's. Dude, he's coming back out in it.
Do you go up top? Or you kind of switch down? You don't have enough time to switch down here. You got to get rid of, like you said, catch that ball.
They're backing off, bro.
Little bluff.
Talone looks downfield, pressured, gets out of it again. Houdini's his way out, not that time!
Doesn't matter.
Luke Starkey.
And here come the flags.
Luke Starkey.
Luke Starkey with the sack of his life right there.
get some extracurriculars there from the quarterback.
Talone spiked the football, I believe.
He's frustrated. And,
Sure.
And you would be. You know, high school kid, big third down play.
And now the official's going to talk about I'll tell you what.
Talone's as tough as the gutsy guy
Yeah.
as anybody here.
He's been incredibly impressive.
In the stadium, period. I mean, God bless Starkey. Or who's the quarterback here? Tristan Toy.
Yeah.
5:33.
Toy hasn't had to eat on him like that boy tonight.
No.
5:33 left in the ball game here.
Toy's running around looking like Johnny Manziel all night. You know what I mean?
We might see.
What are we going to see here?
I don't know, but it doesn't look good. We might see something here against South Range. Holding defense.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you, Coach Rock got to have an assistant guy close to him. They're going to offset.
Well, here's the problem. That was after the play. Is that automatic first down?
Offset.
No. One was during the play, one's an after the play.
After the play.
So they're going to get a first down out of this, right?
No first down. It's going to stay third down.
Yeah, they're going to offset, right?
No. I don't understand what.
Now, they backed them up because of the personal foul.
So it should have been 10 yards back. It is, I believe.
Hook and ladder time.
Something. Back out of the backfield, hook and ladder. Jet pass. Nah, no jet pass. Bad call by me. Kind of go just safe cover 4 here, quarters coverage. Back your linebackers up a little bit.
Talone looking downfield. Fires, has a man. Broken up, incomplete. Fourth down. So now Girard needs a prayer. Fourth and forever.
They had one answered last possession.
Sure did.
Do you
So-
punt it? I think you got to punt it.
Yeah, he's bringing out the punt crew here.
I believe Perry got a win. I think it's 3-0 final.
3-0.
Against Struthers?
Yep. That's what I'm seeing.
Man, you got to give Struthers all the credit in the world to hang in there against them.
That's defending state champs.
I saw Perry murk South Range last year in this regional final. Murk them. You were there, bro.
Yep, we were there. Last
was
time
it?
South Range lost.
When do they get driven through the streets?
With Glenville?
That's next week. Glenville and Perry. And a delay a game against Girard. What do we have here? This is
I think South Range gets this ball, and that's the end of it. We're just going to kill the clock.
I think we're the last game on here, boys.
Yeah?
Might be.
Got his heels on the goal line here. Got to get this snap back. No funny business.
Booted away.
Come get that.
Nagy's going to get it from the 50. Finds his way out of bounds, shy of the 40-yard line. So it'll be first down 10 for the Raiders.
Well, they're in
at the
4
41.
down. They're in 4 down territory. If they just hang on to the ball and do them,
Buck sweep, buck sweep.
might score.
4 times? Yeah.
I'm going to give a lot of credit tonight for the Girard Indians hanging in there. Really.
I agree with you.
Bruised, battered, and beaten. They just outmanned tonight, but they really put a good game plan together. And really the difference in this game has been
Those 2 big plays.
2 kick returns.
Get you some updates on some scores here in a moment. Dominguez takes it. Left side has room. Fighting through tacklers. He's getting punched to the 29-yard line. Aiden Dominguez.
Trying to get that ball out. They need a turnover.
Final score from Pie Matooning Valley. Doughton 27, Pie Matooning Valley 25.
Wow.
Final from Monroeville. Warren JFK 28, Monroeville 19, excuse me. Ursuline 44-8 final over VASJ. Poland 34-14 final over Martins Ferry. 13-0, I believe, final.
Is that Glenville?
Maybe not. Maybe not final. It's 13-0, though.
With Glenville?
Glenville. Hoban, 21. Lake, 14. Whoa. Louisville loses tonight to Malvern, 42-14.
I played Malvern week 1, dude. Malvern's good.
Wyndham out of the tournament. They lose to Hillsdale, 43-14.
Yeah, they're great, too. I watch them in down.
Off the right side, Dominguez just bringing guys with him.
Bubbled.
Ball did good, yeah. Got to hang on to that football,
Well,
kid.
Girard trying to strip them.
Yeah.
And guys are picking up extra yards because they're trying to strip them. And they did.
I got to say my biggest probably surprise score of the night would be the Ursuline game.
Yeah.
JFK's got me. I mean, how about the Eagles?
Yeah.
Damon Bente, I coached with him for years at reserve. He's done a great job there.
It's one of your guys?
Oh, yeah.
The old Coach Hake coaching tree?
Well, I don't know what that, I coached with him for years at reserve. He's a good coach. Coached track, coached football with them. Did a really good job in the weight room with our kids.
Up the middle, touchdown Raiders. (41-23) Raiders pulling away here. 3:41 left on the clock.
The tempers are flaring. Emotions are a little bit high. Some of these Girard Indian seniors are thinking about, their careers in this, their Girard program, a established program, good program. Hopefully we don't see any, post-snap, post-tackle extracurricular stuff.
Still going at it in West Branch, fourth quarter, 13-0 as Starkey tacks it on. 42-23, we'll keep it here.
It's easy to say, hey, man, keep your head, keep your cool. And I always tell my guys that. I know that that's what everybody says, but there's no game like football. It's very emotional. When you're doing the butt kicking, it's easy to keep your head. When you're getting your butt kicked and things didn't work out the way you wanted them to and you're an emotional person, and, hey, let's be honest, this is a violent situation. This is one of the one parts of society that's, hey, be violent, but stay under control.
Right.
Yeah.
So, sometimes good people do wild stuff. And you just got to tell your kids, man, stay under control, man. Don't embarrass the team or your family. But at the same time, God forgives and let them. Don't, I've seen kids do wild stuff. And you got to talk to them afterwards and tell them, hey, that's not what we're about. Yada, yada, yada. But
Like you said, it's emotional. And you think about all the years.
Man, some guys, some gave all. And when
Yeah.
some give all, it's not justifying bad behavior.
No.
It's understanding the human condition and compassion and empathy with, and hey, man, you still got to cooperate. You just got to keep your head, said the fan in the stands
Right.
that wasn't there every day at practice.
And the weight room.
Come on,
and
man.
Conditioning.
I'm just trying to be empathetic, not for bad behavior, but for the human condition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Booted away, Girard will take it up over the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and
Flag.
pushed out of bounds with some dirty laundry.
I don't know how there's any holding there because South Range just blitzkrieged him down the field.
Guys remember the Blitzkrieg Bop?
Is that a dance?
The
Blitzkrieg Bop.
Yeah, it was the Ramones, I think.
Sounds like a German nationalist.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
Oh, yeah. When you sing it, it
Yeah, go
brings
ahead,
it
sing it.
I always thought it was Let's Keep Up, but then the name of the
into a
song is the
lot.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
I know what song you're talking about.
I hope so. You're
Yeah, I'm
44 years old.
born 1980.
That young.
What a year. What a year. It was morning in America. Isn't that what they say? It was morning in America.
Talone looking to pass downfield. Looks, fires downfield. He's got a man double covered. He still comes down with it, it looks like.
Dude, this Talon's a real G, man.
Wow.
Hangs in there, moves around, fires it downfield.
good, hard-nosed athletes, too. Number 9 is that Will Hines for Girard,
It
coming down
is.
with it in double coverage.
Great grab by Himes. I mean,
Tell you what,
that's
these guys aren't quitting.
no, they're not.
Bro, they're tough.
They are tough.
They're real tough. If they played most schools that are their size in the area, they look like South Range looking.
Stepping up, and
Oh, that's
Talone
backwards.
thought about it.
That's backwards.
So what are they going to do here?
Just
Place
give
it
them the
where he-
ball back. Oh, they're taking it back.
Treat it like a fumble out of bounds.
South Range gets such pressure and penetration on defense. They're running stunts, but at the same time, it's that aggressive. Guys are sprinting off the ball.
Motor.
Bro, it is something else. It really is.
I've got a question for you after this play about that last play. Talone lines it up, takes a snap, looks downfield, keeps his eyes locked downfield. He's got pressure again from behind this time. Steps over, fires, and incomplete. All right, so he throws backwards that last play.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that not be considered a – what am I looking for here?
I don't know if he was cocked back to throw.
You know what I
the
mean?
ball went back. I don't know.
You
what
said
happened.
treat it as a fumble out of bounds.
Because you've got a forward pass or a backwards lateral. No matter how you do it, you throw it, you toss it. You
So why don't – if you're being pressured, why don't you just throw it backwards?
No, you want
The ball's going
wherever
out
the
of
ball
bounds.
goes out of bounds is where they mark it.
I think he got hit in that. They're saying they were fumbled. That was a fumble.
Okay. Talone looks downfield and hit from behind. Ball is loose. South Range has it. See you later. Touchdown. Ball game. A fumble return, and the Raiders punch their ticket to Week 13.
Wow, what a play. Again, man, that pressure. There's so much pressure.
We got
so
a penalty
much
here.
pressure, man, immediately.
Wow. Who winded up with it?
You know what, DJ? I didn't see.
I didn't get
They're,
a good
they're
look.
congratulating someone down here. Whose head they tapping?
Well, you know what? That's a personal foul. People are
Is that
excited.
Drew Starkey?
They're giving him some love. Drew Starkey, another freshman.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that was Dominguez that forced it. He got upfield, forced Talone to move up in the pocket and change direction. Does a good job.
First varsity touchdown for Drew Starkey. One he's going to remember, certainly. Kick is up, and it is good. 49-23. The South Range Raider defense stands tall and punches in a defensive scoring touchdown. We have 2:36 left. We apologize. Booth's a little tighter than normal.
This game has gotten away from Girard on these big plays. But great teams do that. They get big plays, man, on special teams, on defense. They've been very methodical on offense the whole game, but, man, big plays on defense with pressure and guys flying around and causing chaos. And then on special teams, what's crazy, too, Girard got an onside kick.
Right.
And the Girard is blocked really well on punt because South Range has sent pressure, and
heat,
they've done a great job.
It's just cream rises to the top.
They're just outmanned. They're outmanned, and if Girard wasn't playing as hard as they were, and they probably didn't have a great plan, have good coaches, if they didn't have that going on, they probably really would have got steamed. But they have great program. They have good kids. The coaches probably had a great plan today.
Vorshak boots it away. Another nice job.
Oh, geez.
Uh-oh. You got to pick that up. Where are you going?
Don't go backwards.
Tackle made just outside of the 5-yard line.
Well, it's unfortunate here is South Range is really cranked up. And Girard, if they make a mistake, they're going to be down 54.
Yeah, it feels like 2 seconds ago we were just talking about how South Range use this opportunity to grow. Your back's against the wall. It's 35-23, and all of a sudden you blink and it's 49-23.
The best thing that can happen to South Range is that turmoil for a minute.
I got to agree with you.
Because they responded like champions would respond.
When you're not used to going through a little adversity.
Get your hand up a little bit, fighter, and move around the ring and gather yourself and then come out fighting.
Handoff off the right edge and spun down eventually over the 20-yard line. Josiah Hunter again making his mark.
It's a good strong run there by Hunter. He showed his athletic ability a little bit tonight. Being behind, naturally you're going to throw the ball a little bit more, so unable to see him truly carry a load running the football.
Clock ticking down towards the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Handoff right side. Hunter again. Burst of speed. Hunter, could he go? Breaks away again. He's got plenty of space. Does he have the gas in the tank to finish it? He's spun down inside the 5-yard line. My goodness. Tristan Toy eventually gets the tackle. And
it took everything out of him to get him, too.
Man, he was shot out of a cannon when he came through that line.
One thing that Girard High School could feel really proud about tonight is there was no quit in them.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
There's never
no quit, and there's a lot of teams that would have tanked it at some point in this game against these guys.
Handoff.
Girard was brave.
So Hunter gets in for the touchdown, a 20-point game as it stands now. What does Girard do?
Either way, 19-18 is still a 3-score game.
You look at the heart that Girard has. Kids limping. They are battered and bruised.
Oh, they look like guys who went to Gettysburg.
And it'll be an extra point for Girard. But I'll tell you what, the guts, a lot of things that G can stand for. Ultimately, stands for Girard. But the guts, the gusto that Girard has shown tonight, man, wow. This kick is up, and it is true as well. So a 19-point game, 49-30.
You know, I have watched Girard football through the years, and one thing that they don't back down to is playing people. I've watched them play Ursuline. I've watched them beat them. I watched them play Kennedy when years at Kennedy, not just Division VII JFK, with all due respect, but JFK when Napolet was there, and Girard would voluntarily play them every year. Girard would play Niles all the time when they weren't in the same league or division. Girard is a team and a program and a town that I truly mean this. They love sports, whether it's basketball, volleyball, football, track, baseball. They get behind their kids. It's a special place. I've grown up by it. And I knew coming to this game today they weren't going to back down. They don't have the horses South Range has. They don't. But it was a great game. It was an honor doing this game with you guys tonight.
Yeah, likewise, Coach.
49-30. This was a great game. And if it wasn't for a few big plays, they might have been, they could have been really close here at the end. But South Range is who we thought they were. Cream of the crop in Division 5, especially in this area. They're the power when it comes to the small school team in this area. Very well coached, rich with tradition, tough guys, play to the last dog's hung. Everything that you'd be proud about your kids being a part of, the program is everything you'd be proud of as a community member. And they're going to represent us well all the way to the end, because I think they're going to win the region. I really do. Nothing against the other teams. I'm sure that
Poland's going to have something to say about it.
Well, God bless Poland. But Poland knows this. We got to play darn near perfect.
And now they've had that matchup. They know. This one is kicked.
Not sure
What was that?
about that one. I don't know.
So
Paul's playing a young guy, a quarterback that's real good, aren't they?
There's a freshman.
they got Kamara and they got Zipolidis.
He's good.
He's very
Good.
good.
Lightning fast.
Very good. Broke a couple touchdowns against South Range first meeting.
Yep.
Who does South Range play next week?
Garraway.
Sugar Creek.
Yep. Final in West Branch, well, in Beloit. West Branch falls 13-0 to Glenville. So we're falling like flies here, boys.
That's crazy, man. That Glenville team, I don't know how they're Division 4. God bless them. Got to give them a lot of credit. But they got the school at Glenville. Then got Ted Ginn Academy. The Ted Ginn Academy kids count 0 into Glenville.
Yep.
0. Now you tell me about waste, fraud, and abuse. I have no idea how that is what it is. Nothing against them.
Raiders going to line up a victory formation. They take the knee, and that should do it.
Maybe one more.
Nope, the play clock just started, right? 36.
They'll probably have to do 2 more.
Oh, it's 1. I'm an idiot.
No, you're not, DJ. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Well, I'm a blind idiot.
Hey,
There we
West
go.
Branch had a hell of a year. Their head coach is Timmy Cooper. I coached him in high school. I started him as a freshman all the way. Hey, he ended up 11th all-time in the state of Ohio with 22 interceptions. Timmy Cooper played for Shepis at Waynesburg.
22 interceptions. That's awesome.
22 interceptions in high school. I think he finished 9th or 11th. I can't remember exactly which one.
I know it's tough.
What's that?
I'd like to see Girard line up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some gave all.
I know. It's just
You don't want
I know
to see
it's tough.
anything dirty happen.
No.
You're right, though. Get aligned. Kind of snap and stand. They're upset.
Congratulations to all the Girard
absolutely.
seniors on incredible careers.
Absolutely.
And the South Range Raiders will hoist the colors for the last time here in 2024 at Rominger Stadium with a 49-30 victory over their NE8 rivals, the Girard Indians. Folks, Andy, final thoughts? Sam?
Go ahead, Coach.
We love our country. That's all I can tell you. Victories all over the place this week. Only in America, folks. They're not doing this in Russia, Iran, North Korea, China. They're doing it here.
Sam?
Greatest country ever. Hey, it's an honor doing it with you guys.
You too,
Miss
buddy.
Yeagley, you're an American legend. And always remember, guys, America first.
Drop the mic.
He's out.
No, we saw some good football tonight. The cream rose to the top. South Range, the pride of the NE8. We'll see where we'll be at next week against the Garraway Sugar Creek. But I'll tell you what, we've said it and we can't say it enough. I mean, hats off to Girard. Good season, really good game. Showed their grittiness, their toughness, their athletic ability. Good football game by Girard. Unfortunately, it ends for them here in Week 12, and South Range moves on.
Make sure you stay tuned to ysnlive.com for everything that is the playoffs here as we head towards Week 13. We have a few less teams, certainly, going into next week than we did this week. Poland is one of them still in. JFK, one of them still in. Of course, your South Range Raiders. Ursuline. I think that
Perry.
might be Perry, of course. Yep. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to some matchups. Stay tuned to ysnlive.com for some final thoughts, certainly on the team seasons, and we will see you a week from tonight, from somewhere, hosting the Raiders in Garraway. We will see you next time. Hoist the colors. Good night, everybody. YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.